This episode of Clear Shots is presented by the Impulse Podcast Network. Check out impulsepodcasts.com for more info.
Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
It's going. We're going. We're live.
Well, I don't know, I made that substantial claim earlier about how anything that has been placed inside of a tortilla is automatically great. But I've never had, dessert
claim.
tortillas.
What are crepes, like that French dish?
I thought crepes
It's not in a tortilla, right? What's it rolled up in?
Potato. No, that's crepes.
I thought it was.
I think crepes and
latkes.
Are crepes and crepes different?
No, I think they're the same.
It's the same.
I was thinking of latkes.
I want to say crepes are a pancake batter that's thinner.
Yeah, I think
and
you're
it
right.
has the same kind of texture as a tortilla, so I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But, my secret to tacos is you have a soft shell tortilla, refried beans, which we all love, and you spread that on the soft tortilla, and you wrap that around your hard shell. Because, when you're eating a hard shell taco, it always fucking breaks, and you're half the taco just goes out the window.
Oh, yeah.
This shit keeps it all together, insulates it.
Well, it doesn't go out the window so much as the back of the taco. But that does always happen.
Depends on where you eat it, I guess.
That sounds amazing.
It seems like every time I have a burrito, the bottom fucking gives out, dude. And it's a problem. Maybe it's because I fill it with too much shit.
There's potential. Maybe
I have pictures of my last
Your monster
burritos.
burrito. That one that you double wrapped.
Yeah. I tried to eat 2 of those, and I had one and a quarter. And I was like, I can't, though. It's just too much.
do you heat up your tortilla before you roll it?
You got to give it a good 15 to 30 seconds, maybe.
Yep. I was about
Just
to say
get it warm.
a little bit more malleable.
Yeah, and it doesn't rip as easily.
Oh.
But it still happens.
It's happened very few times, but sometimes the roach of a burrito is better than the whole thing because all the juices get down to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes there's too much burrito down there.
That is true.
Or sometimes there's too much shell.
Yep.
And then you're just eating a handful of fucking tortilla with a little piece of lettuce. Or
Yep. It's only happened a few times, but it's been what the fuck?
yeah.
It's all about flour tortillas, though, right? Fuck
yeah.
a corn tortilla.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Corn tortillas are for breakfast, though.
It's got corn in it. It's got...
It's not my thing. Texture's weird.
Cornbread, though.
Cornbread. Oh, yeah. Cornbread.
What
That's
about,
good.
Banana bread.
what about popcorn? It's got corn in it.
Popcorn is pretty good.
I think I saw a picture of an ear of corn that was popped and stuff like that once. I don't
Why
know
are they
if it's
called
real.
ears? Is what I would like to know.
That's actually a great
Because
question.
it's not shaped like an ear, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bud of corn almost.
Yeah, it's weird. You gotta freaking peel 20 things to get.
They are
to it.
strange, dude. Nature's wild. That
Corn
shit.
is very
What the
weird.
fuck?
Yeah,
Nature just came up with that shit.
Corn.
no, it's
Like,
nuts.
I think it's crazy that I came up with cans.
Nature, yeah, they did come up with cans. That is that is one of the greatest wonders.
It's crazy how nature just naturally creates symmetrical things with fruit or
That's true. Yeah, that is weird.
certain gemstones and other things like that. It's just nature did that shit.
Dude,
It
it's just
knows.
weird to me that I can go walk around in a fucking loincloth or whatever and get some shit that actually tastes better than most of the processed shit. Some strawberries or some shit, some natural strawberries with natural sugars, and they're fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. No one's gonna get a loincloth. You know what I mean? No.
Bringing it back, baby.
You have to have the loincloth, otherwise you can't go out in the wild. That's kind of the rule.
Yeah.
Wild strawberries are pretty wild, though. They're pretty great. The tiny baby ones.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work, if you're getting blackberries or something and you have to pick all of them and you have to find the ones that aren't rotten, haven't been shit on or eaten already.
Yeah, that's why we pay people from other countries to do that work for
With
us.
the round hats.
Yeah. That's why that is the way it is. I'm all for it, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Clear Shots podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's good to be back. Well, it's been
Well,
over a
it's-
year.
It's almost, it feels like it's been over a year for us.
Mhm.
Because it's been
It's a strange one.
a while.
It's been quite a hot second. It's been since March
We had
19th.
we had Dave on and like
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been 2 months.
Shit. Yep.
Yep. So we've been pretty. I just work too much. That's where it comes down to.
Yeah.
We both just work too much.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's fucking weird too because where I work, spring season is fucking tough.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot more shit to do. There's outdoor shit that you have to worry about, and I'm pretty red right now. I don't know if anybody can tell.
Yeah, you look like a little sun kissed.
Yeah, it's probably on account of like being outside all week and stuff.
Yeah.
Same.
And the banana boat, I'm telling you, man, it doesn't work. You know, so like, don't get banana boat. That is not a sponsor of this podcast.
We need a higher caliber banana boat.
Yeah. Well, I remember reading something about like over a certain number SPF is like bullshit, and they just put it on the things.
Really?
I
Just
think
to
it's
make
like
you think
anything
it's-
above 15.
Yeah, it was something stupid that just it doesn't exist, but they just keep raising the bar.
Yeah.
They're just like,
'Cause-
nah, we'll make it a SPF 180
Or 30
or whatever.
Maybe it's 30 is the highest that actually
I think
goes.
it's something like that. That's like
if you get
astoundingly
if you
low.
get like
Really?
45 or 50, it's like that doesn't actually do
the
much.
one I had was SPF 80, so I should have been protected, bro. In theory.
I don't wear
What does SPF stand for? Does anybody know that?
sun protective Fortnite.
Anyway, I am Seth Doggy Dog Skinner.
Oh god, we had to create nicknames.
Yeah.
I came in
Yeah.
prepared. They call me Young Heady Spaghetti Graham Barnsworth.
There you go.
My name is Jake. Those Who Wish Me Dead, featuring Angelina Jolie, now streaming on HBO Max. Also, For Loco Jones.
I'm gonna look up what
Cheers, mate.
SPF stands for.
Here we go.
Whoa. So I type in what does, and it says, what does non-binary mean? So that's being searched for frequently.
These people are asking questions, getting to the bottom of it.
We're really getting to the bottom of them topics.
How do you not know what it means by now, though?
What is the meaning of SPF 50? The SPF on sunscreen stands for sun protection factor.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was going to be Fortnite.
You could just say SP and do sun protection, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't really need the factor.
Is Fear Factor still a show?
It came back,
Okay. I gotta watch that shit.
but it had Ludacris as the host.
What?
That's so dumb.
Okay.
It should have been Hoobastank.
I would watch it. Should have been Joseph Republican Rogan.
Should have been Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
I did have something I was going to talk about. I don't remember it though. So we can move on. We can move past.
It's cool because like Trump isn't the president anymore, so like
Yeah.
we don't
Uncle
have a lot
Joe,
of
dude.
topics.
Uncle Joe.
Moneybags Joe.
I
Yeah,
saw.
we finally don't have to wear masks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that happened. Yeah, dude, I felt like I was breaking the law when I went to Bames on Wednesday night. Like I walked in and the sign that said
Yeah.
like "Please wear a mask" was gone, and I had still like had it in my hand.
I feel weird at work. Like I feel naked almost, and then I see other people wearing them still, and I'm like, should I be? Should I be?
Yo, it's weird. So I actually overheard a conversation in the beer store the other day, and I was like cashing
beer
or I was-
store?
yeah, C's Farms. I was in line waiting, and these guys were talking next to me, and he goes, "Man, like you really can get used to anything if you spend a year in it. Whether you join the military, go to jail, or anything like that. After a year of being within certain conditions, you just grow attuned.
You
to it.
adapt.
No matter what it is. And it's like it's gonna take me a little while to get back to normal. Like I bought concert tickets the other day. I'm gonna go see Dead and Company in August if all goes well. Gojira's playing October
saw
and shit
that.
like that. But I'm just like, what's it gonna be like? Like, am I just gonna be like, I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
people are just gonna fucking try and forget about all of it,
Oh yeah, things will go back to normal.
and
I'm
just
sure of it.
just they're gonna just try and do things as normal as possible. I would say.
Oh yeah.
I have a hot take, but this is just my personal asshole opinion. But
Well, the thing was that they say that like you have to be vaccinated to not wear it, but like they don't. It's not like these places are gonna have a guy at the door fucking checking
No.
to see if everybody's vaccinated.
this
so.
the thing is that all the people that swore by Fauci and the CDC, and the ones that would clutch their pearls whenever anybody criticized them, are now all of a sudden like, well, no, we should still wear masks.
That dude, you know what's so funny? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, so now only the people that are vaccinated can't wear masks, which means the people who are anti-vax and like anti-mask now are the only ones that are required to wear masks, which doesn't make any sense to me. It like completely flip-flopped.
Well, it's the whole thing is that like you spent a whole year preaching to everybody online and in person to listen to the CDC, and now that the CDC says something that you don't disagree with, you're gonna not do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be just like the people that you were bitching about for the past year.
Well, I think people are so fucking like just hypocritical, and
Yeah.
they also like to criticize.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If you're doing something that they're not doing, or you just, I don't know, they just don't, they just talk to you like you're a piece of shit, or they think you're a piece of shit and don't say anything. But that problem was like you'd see too many people like that were like, there was this weird power thing where they were like, you put your mask on or whatever. But like, I don't know why do you care that much to the point where the person needs to? It didn't. My big question is like, did it really change much? If we didn't all wear masks, would it really have changed that much statistically? Like, fucking, we don't really know.
Yeah. No, I think like it's better to be safe than sorry. And the whole thing
Sure.
is like when this whole started, they didn't know, I guess, of like how
They didn't know shit.
Yeah, how intense
But
it
also,
was.
the fucking gaiters that you pull up like off your neck or whatever, that shit ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
You could drink a soda through it. Like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Yep.
It ain't fucking doing anything.
So I'll be honest. I've been like kind of indifferent in the middle of this whole thing. Like I've been following the rules. I've been doing because I live with elderly people, and so I've been trying to stay safe and be whatever. But I haven't been paying attention to numbers. I hope that the CDC said that people can stop wearing masks again because it's the right thing to do and not just convenient. I hope that there's actually statistics, numbers, facts behind that decision.
I mean, there seems to be. I mean, it seems to be all decreasing.
Yeah.
Whether it's cases, deaths, all, everything.
yeah,
really.
which I'm really happy about and stuff like that. but
Hospitalizations.
I just stopped paying attention to the news, man, because literally this year's been hard on everyone. But I would just go through a weird slump of depression. I would go home and watch the news, and I'm like, I'm fucking bummed out now. Like, I can't watch that anymore.
There was a giant spike in like people watching like news media, like mainstream media and shit.
Oh yeah,
A huge spike as soon as Donald Trump came in, basically. And
He's the only reason Twitter is still around.
and you think about it, and you're like, okay, well, it's not his fault so much, because it's not like he like intended for that to be the case.
it's a circumstance that just
It
occurred
was
while he's in office.
right, like it was unavoidable because of who he was. So like it spiked, and you know, people who had never really paid much attention to politics before started paying attention to politics, and now they joined a team, they picked its side, and then they're just on that side now.
Yep.
And that's a problem, I think, because like it really created a fucking huge division.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
And it's not gone, but I think people are definitely less interested in the news now that some boring ass fucking old dude that falls upstairs is now the president. So
Well, the thing is, too, is that like Joe Biden is literally closer to like a conservative than the people that voted for him. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
like he's not
super left wing.
he isn't really left wing at all. Like he's very much he's like a slightly more coherent George Bush. Like
Well, it's like
I mean, this guy used racial slurs in public recently. Like within the past few years, has made racist remarks that Donald Trump could only dream of thinking of.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
the two of them are great. I love them. Fuck them.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, but I'm glad that this is sad though, is that I'm glad I can go back to just not knowing anything about the president. At least I was updated with Donald Trump, but it was to an annoying degree.
But it's because Donald Trump like wanted more screen time, so he would always be on TV.
yeah.
like Joe definitely is like, I'm just gonna play Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What we were talking about this the other night, where it was like, we don't have to wear masks anymore. We don't have to hear about the president's Twitter and Israel and Palestine are fighting again, honestly, the world's
It's all
back, to normal.
yeah.
Like,
We're getting there, man.
It's
Fuck
just
yeah.
so wild. And like, I don't know, that fucking, all that shit, it's like you see the shit so much like more in your face now with the Israel shit. And like, if you just go on Reddit for 5 minutes, you're just seeing videos of people being killed or fucking just attacked unnecessarily by cops and shit. And not even there, like here. We saw that all the time.
Oh my
But it's
gosh,
just
yeah.
like a factor of like everybody's got a fucking 24 megapixel or more phone with fucking video capabilities that they can just upload the fucking shit to Instagram or whatever, and now all of a sudden everybody's freaking out about it. It's like this shit probably was, you know, it could have been more common in other times. It probably was. And if you look at it statistically, like crime rates, violence rates, like that shit's like, you know, there's ebbs and flows.
It's just people's awareness
It's
and knowledge
just
of
more
it is
in your
what's
face.
increased.
Yeah, and it's easily accessed. And, you know, like when you see it all the time, you think that's the only thing that's going on in the world.
yo, let's pour one out for Live Leak, though. Live Leak got shut down.
Did they get shut down?
Yep.
For what? All they're doing is leaking live stuff.
But conveniently, it was like 12 hours before Israel blew up half of Palestine. They shut down. They shut down that website.
Oh gosh.
So,
Well,
was that ice? What is that in there?
it was
Foam?
Liquid IV.
Liquid IV.
Go to liquidiv.com/shots. It's not a real thing. Don't do that. But like, I don't know. I that's the way I've been thinking about it. It's like you see all this shit all the time. You see the violence all the time, and it's like, is it really that rampant?
No.
You know?
You know what I'm really sad about? McDonald's doesn't do all-day breakfast anymore. And
Dude,
I'm really upset about it.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't.
You know, is it a pandemic thing or?
It happened during the pandemic.
So what
and
the
that's
fuck?
That's what really brought me down.
We did this for like a year and a couple months, right? How the fuck? How have these companies and like manufacturers and shit not adapted to the way that we function during COVID? Like, how are they still not able to do like fucking insulation and shit? It's like you should be able to still do it. Just figure out how to work around this. Everyone else has.
Yeah. But I would wake up at 1 in the afternoon sometimes and like, I want breakfast, but you can't have it.
Yeah, I fucking don't understand that. I really don't understand how.
It is a
They
logistical thing. You know, they don't have the pancake things.
I don't
on
fucking
late in
believe
the
it's
day.
that for a goddamn second.
But they
Because-
probably think about all the kilowatt hours McDonald's has to use to run the pancake.
You know what it is? You know what it is that McDonald's across the country were like, you know what? People are freaking out about the coronavirus. We don't feel like doing all day breakfast. That's all it is. They didn't feel like doing it anymore.
That is what it is.
Like if they couldn't do it logistically, they wouldn't have started doing it anyway. But
Right.
then they're like, oh, we don't feel like it.
I don't know, guys.
Fuck you.
We have to wear masks now, so we probably should not do breakfast.
You got me all heated up, bro.
No,
I remember
it's a sore
last time
subject.
we
I'm
brought it up.
pissed.
We would bring it up all randomly. Just like, God fucking
I don't
damn
remember
it.
the last time I had a fucking McGriddles or whatever.
Yeah, because you can't get them all day anymore.
Exactly.
Dude,
I'm only up before fucking noon on like, well, no, actually now I'm up every day before noon, which is very
chicken
weird.
McGriddles, dude.
Yeah, have you had a chicken McGriddle yet?
Fucking McGriddles, bro.
No. Is it
Oh
fried
my
chicken
fuck.
or
I think it's the same chicken they use in a McChicken, but it's between what the fuck?
The
McGriddle bun.
whatever those
McGriddle
are?
buns.
The
They're
pancakes.
just pancakes.
It's like
but
chicken and waffles.
it's basically
sandwich.
pancake with like soaked in fucking syrup.
Yeah, they're infused with syrup. It's fucking great
like-
for you.
They inject it with a COVID shot. I'm thinking McDonald's eventually they'll be like, you want the COVID shot with that or whatever? Like that'll be like the new thing, and they'll just be handing them out.
In Texas, you can get pistols with your McGriddles.
Huh?
You can get pistol guns
The
with your
McPistols?
McGriddles in Texas.
That's
I was
amazing.
just joking.
That's probably I wouldn't even be shocked.
I have not tried Wendy's breakfast yet. It's
pretty
good. It is?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even know they had.
What'd you
breakfast.
get?
I got the regular bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh shit! Stick with the classics.
I have to stick with a classic, dude. I also got a bacon, egg, and cheese everything bagel.
Oh yeah.
from Dunkin' yesterday. Which
he just goes around town like getting a bacon, egg, and cheese from like everywhere he can.
We had sampled the best.
wait, you sound surprised.
I just mean in one day. I don't know. It's a little.
Oh
too
no,
much.
no, not in one day. That'd be fun though.
We
However,
should do that though.
I got Dunkin' and then I DoorDashed McDonald's for lunch yesterday.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
Right on. I've been really I got into everything bagels within like the last year. Before I kind of was like about them, but honestly they kick ass, man. As long as they're just not too garlicky, like as long as they're balanced with everything else.
Balance is the key.
Yeah, it has a good flavor to it.
Yeah, I don't like the ones they use at Dunkin'. Too many poppy seeds.
Yeah. Sometimes
Thomas brand is really all you need.
All right.
Thomas does it right. I don't know who that guy is.
Dude, me neither. Dude, and his fucking English muffins are the bomb too.
Yeah.
Dude, were you the
I
one
don't know who
telling me
Stouffer
about
is either,
Me
but Stouffer does some
Stouffer is
shit,
great.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Freihofer.
Yeah. I don't know that guy either.
Were you the one
Doug?
telling me
I'll
about
call him Doug Freihofer.
Doug.
We'll call the other guy
Doug
Scott
Waterhofer?
Stouffer.
Were you the one telling me about everything bagel seasoning?
I've heard about this recently, actually.
I don't believe so.
Dude, somebody was telling me about it the other day and it blew my fucking gourd.
I haven't gotten it. I should though.
Because it's just like, what is it? It's onion powder, garlic, poppy seeds, sunflower seeds, and what else is on everything bagel?
Everything.
Celery?
yeah. Pretty much everything.
Celery.
Carrots,
Onions.
onions, poppy seeds, sunflower seeds,
Jack Daniels.
A1.
They basically just find all the seeds they can, and they're like, let's put this on that bagel. Sneak them on there.
You know what I did at from? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so my
Forgot
old
the links.
job.
I forgot the
We
links.
used to go to bagel shop like frequently when I worked downtown, and my coworker at the time, so his wife was allergic to garlic and onions. So at home he couldn't eat any of it, and he would binge on onion and garlic specifically when he was at work. And we go to bagel shop, and he goes, "I want an onion bagel, toasted and buttered with scallion cream cheese and extra onion." So that's literally like just basically eating a raw onion.
It's a lot of fucking onion.
Basically, and the people like the first time I got it, they're like, "Man, you must really like onion." I'm like, "It's not for me. I don't have a problem."
Not interested. I actually don't. I'm not a huge fan of onion. I don't mind it like as a flavoring for certain things,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna fucking.
If it's disguised, yeah. If it's disguised with other things,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Some people are like that about like mayonnaise, though. Like if there's too much
I am
mayonnaise,
like that with mayonnaise. I want like literally what other people would consider a light amount of mayonnaise. I consider a normal amount of mayonnaise.
Right.
I don't hate mayonnaise.
I don't dislike it either, though. Like that's the thing. But like if I get like a Subway sub or something and there's too much mayonnaise,
I get
it's
pissed.
a little bit.
I get angry.
It's a little heavy. Man.
Yeah.
You have to wipe off your sandwich. And shit.
Yeah.
I like it
Or
spread
tuna
thin,
fish.
thin like butter. Like,
Yes. Yes.
So I
That's the
don't-
way to do it.
I don't know it's there, but
Yeah,
it
right.
plays it onto.
It's
taste.
an enhancer.
Yeah.
But
I
like with
fucking
tuna, if
love
you put too
onions,
much
though.
fucking, if you put too much mayonnaise in tuna, you're fucked. It's like soggy and gross. And
I don't like
wet.
tuna at all.
I've never tried tuna because
Yeah.
the smell throws me off. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, let me-
I'm not hating on tuna. More tuna. For
I-
It
you
does
guys.
have a smell. It's
I-
good though. It's alright.
never-
I like
tried
tuna fillets. Like real tuna.
Word.
I've never had that actually.
Tuna steak.
Seafood's okay. I don't know. It just all tastes kind of the same to
I
me.
like crab and lobster. Crab ragoons are the fucking shit. I love them so much. Like they're the bomb.
Yeah, like I don't know. I like a really big, like a nice beer battered fucking haddock or something.
Yeah.
I like salmon a lot, honestly.
So in Pulaski, when I was a kid, there's a place called the Golden Fish. It's closed down now, but you used to get a haddock parmesan or a spaghetti sauce and like a fried haddock, and it was like so good. I'll get that every time. I went.
Haddock parm. That
Yeah.
sounds fucking ridiculous.
It's like so good.
That's a good
So
idea.
good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. I've been.
I usually just make sandwiches out of it. You can go to Price Chopper and buy a giant fucking haddock
It's like $4.
and just I don't know.
You can get a haddock and fries for like $4.99.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
legendary.
Because Dave and I were talking about that, and it's like you're probably better off. It's way cheaper because instead of going to like Skips or Rudy's or some shit, you know,
Yep.
it's definitely cheaper and it's just as good.
All their, I
it's
think
fucking
it's,
haddock.
all
like,
their stuff is better, honestly.
it might be,
And
yeah.
you can have them cook it while you shop. Vinny and I used to do that. We'd get like fried scallops or fried clams.
And then you go buy like lube and condoms and shit,
And, yeah,
so that
and-
when you guys scissor later, it's not fucking,
Yes.
you don't get fucking rashes or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice. Fucking I've been on a pizza kick lately. I bought these pans and dough mix from the Detroit Style Pizza Company online because my buddy showed me these, and I like had a few beers, tried this pizza. I'm like, yo, I've been eating pizza since '96, and this is in my top 3 favorite pizzas. So I haven't ordered pizza in like 6 months because I just been making it at home more and often. But
I'm thinking about doing that too. Like so I need to just get all the materials. And it's not difficult. Pizza's not a very fucking complicated concoction.
Yeah, it's not.
You just roll it up, pop it in the oven. You're good to go.
It
but
takes
you
some
kind of have to
mastery.
gauge how long it's got to be in there, though, right?
Oh yeah, you got to get a feel for amount of ingredients as well as if you make your own sauce and all this stuff like that. But yeah, like more experience, more time. Like you can just crank it out without even thinking about it. Don't even have to measure anything. You just make it. But I invested like $300 or $400 into this pizza making material because I had to buy like a KitchenAid mixer.
Did you get one of those cool things, like the pan thing that puts it in the oven?
I do. The little claspers, yeah.
Oh my god, you gotta have that.
That's awesome. But like the crust caramelizes with the cheese because of the type of pan. Like water never touches these pans. It's like a cast iron thing, and it's so good. I'll have to make you one sometime. It's pretty good.
Yep, you have to.
Fuck yeah. But that's like been my like kind of quarantine hobby is fucking making pizzas, hanging out.
Making pizzas, hanging out.
Hell yeah. I feel like everyone like picked up like a hobby or like project or certain things this past year because they just been stuck and stranded at home.
Yeah, I got into going to funerals. I've been to 11 since quarantine started.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's a good hobby to get into. But no, it's like none of them are. He doesn't know any of those people. He just goes to other people's funerals. He shows up and, well, you do live next door basically to a funeral home.
There was one going on when we left.
Yeah, you could just go fucking hang out or whatever. They don't really know. They're not going to know the difference. You just walk right in.
I was pulling up to his house. I'm like, why are there fucking cops everywhere? I'm like, what's going on? And then there's this funeral with a bunch of cops going on. I'm like, oh shit. I'm sorry.
You busted, son.
Oh, fucking day. The great thing about funerals is you don't have to be invited to them.
You don't. You
also,
don't.
Also, if you're at a funeral, you're still alive, so that's good. That's a positive. You know what I mean? The other person's not having a great funeral because they're not. You know what I mean? They're like dead and shit.
Yeah.
That does not. I think that hinders a lot of like events if you're dead.
Yeah, probably puts a.
You know what I
at
mean?
least ruin your weekend. You know.
It'll hurt for sure.
Yo, I'm kind of bummed that I've only been to funerals and not weddings yet.
Dude,
really
I've never even been invited. Well, I've been to one wedding, and it was Wes's, so it doesn't count because
that was all fake.
it was that was all manufactured. And they're gonna be the first ones to watch this.
Yeah, they're listening live right now somehow via satellite.
That's the only wedding I've been to. So
I really want to go to some weddings. This seems like a fun thing.
well,
I mean, funerals are dope. I get
crash.
drunker at funerals.
Okay.
Honestly,
That makes sense.
yeah, because you're allowed
it's a
to.
coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You are allowed to. That's very strange.
Yeah. It's usually an open bar afterwards if they're cool.
There's
Food.
like an Irish thing too. Sometimes like they do like a celebration of life versus a mourning situation. They basically party as if the person's there with them.
Yeah. So, when I lived in Colorado,
Which is cool.
Yeah.
when I lived in Colorado, my dad lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is one state below. And he was, at the time, dating this woman who was Native American. She was Zuni Pueblo. And when someone would die in their culture, they would take the body that's wrapped up and bring it like home, and they would have a party around this person to celebrate like their life. It was like a cultural like thing.
All right. Well,
which
I'm
is
not gonna tell you not to do it.
no, exactly. But it's like kind of like Irish kind of feel like they're celebrating their life and they're partying with them one last time.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I'm just
know.
Like,
You
that's, like to us, that's different.
Well,
But like to them, it's normal. My dad was like telling me about it. I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, that's
Well,
different.
I mean, it
It's
probably
different.
might stink a little bit, maybe eventually.
Oh yeah.
What if people spill beer on it or something? You know,
I would
Just put
say
sunglasses on him, put a beer in his hand.
Yeah,
like,
dude. like
I
a
would say
weekend at
for,
Bernie's
like,
situation.
I went to 11. I've been to 11 since last March.
I'm sorry.
I would have stopped counting
and-
after about 6.
I would say for only 4 of them, we partied after. The rest of them, I kind of just showed up, paid my respects, and went home.
Yeah.
Right.
But like the 4 of them that we partied after, one of them that we didn't party after my mom died. I partied when I found out. I'm not kidding either.
That's fucking
I found out I was hanging out with Graham. We were having a party at Heidi's. And I found out, and I was like, let's just hang out here for 2 more hours, and then we'll go deal with this later.
And then he just goes, yeah! And he just takes his shirt off. He's like one of these.
He just won Talladega. I don't fucking.
It kind of did go like that a little bit. Like, I didn't...
You handle it like a fucking boss, man. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
worked
sorry.
out.
Loss is never easy. It just.
That's one thing I do want to do, though, is the Talladega situation. Like, I want to climb out of the car, out of the window, and with a bottle of champagne and just go.
My coworker the other day. So we were all sitting in the truck. I worked for the fucking water department one town over. We're sitting in his truck, and he got a Monster Juice, and it says "Shake Gently" on the fucking can. He goes, "Oh, shake gently!" Woo! And he fucking opens it in the truck, just fucking goes everywhere.
Yeah.
I love that. Though, like, there is, like, energy drinks. They tell you to, like, give them a little shake. I usually do one of these. That's my move with the energy drinks.
That is a gentle shake.
What do they... It says, like, some blank is normal, some sediment is normal or something.
Oh, yeah, you want the sediment in the bottom.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Mountain Dew Game Fuel? Have you
Yes.
ever opened one?
Dude, it hurts.
Never open one around your gaming devices. Because no matter... It doesn't say shake on it, which I don't. But you don't
It's
shake
just
it.
loaded with, like, the PSIs, bro.
Yeah, it has this plastic cap that snaps back and you push forward. And when you do, no matter how gentle you are or whatever, literally you get fucking Mountain Dew shrapnel over
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's like the
well, it used to
fucking...
come in
remember
cans,
Jolt?
which was nice.
Remember Jolt Energy? Where it had the tab? Mm-hmm. It's like that shit.
Well, the monster things with the twisty top there,
just like that,
they do
actually.
that too.
Yeah.
They go,
Mm-hmm. That actually happened while we were doing the show once. They were that import, right? Are they monster
they're like
imports?
pressure loaded, basically, for some reason.
They're nitro monsters. Those are good. Where the fuck are those? I don't see those at all. I remember
I don't know.
Katie
The
and
wide mouth bottle makes it easy
Katie
to
and I were
drink.
drinking those all the time for like a year,
That's
and
all
now
she-
you can't
yeah.
see them anymore.
Yeah. She doesn't want monster unless it's in one of those.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. I think it's because they use real sugar instead of cane. I don't
Fake
know.
sugar?
Fake sugar. Whatever sugar is they put in things now.
If you guys want more beer, let me know.
Hell yeah, brother.
I like those.
So we haven't done an episode in like 2 months, but the only thing I've been doing besides working is playing different video games. But I'm very disappointed because
a little bit of Tibia here and there. You know what I mean? A little bit of World of Warcraft.
just a touch of it.
Second Life.
I've been playing. Actually, Zach and I played a ton of Left 4 Dead last week
Oh,
because Zach
one or
just two.
Okay.
Zach just got a computer, so we've been playing that. Phasmophobia is always a thing, but we haven't played that in a minute. But what I'm doing is I worked overtime this last pay period because I'm getting Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and you won't hear from me for a while
Okay.
because you guys ever played those games?
No.
I haven't really gotten into Mass Effect.
Wild.
I don't know. I don't know about the appeal. I even was like, I never really got into Final Fantasy either. I played 7 and 8, and then I was thinking about buying like one of the newer ones just to like check it out. There's some on Game Pass. A couple of them are.
Yeah, they're all good. 10's
I
the
think
best.
10 and 10-2 are on there.
If 10's on Game Pass now, and that's actually probably the best one to get into because it's still turn-based, but it's not an annoying turn-based.
Yeah, I don't know. Turn-based is weird for me. Like I don't know. The only game I've really played that's turn-based is Pokemon.
Right on.
It's like I don't know. I'm not really like. I get it. Like it's kind of fun, I guess, but I it's tedious too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like fighting just random nobodies that you encounter, and you just have to hit attack, regular ass attack or whatever, and kill them in one hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, why did I have to watch all those animations again? Can I just simulate this one? Which is nice with emulators. You kind of can do that.
You can do fast forward.
Yep.
You can do that with the remasters, though. They have a fast forward mode built in.
That's key,
Yeah.
especially for people who like have played it already.
Yeah. But yeah, so Mass Effect's crazy. The thing that I like about Mass Effect is that There's 3 games. Each game is probably like 30 to 40 hours long, and
that's
almost every single mission, like every single main mission for each game, has like consequences that will carry over till the end.
That's cool.
And it's just it's just a cool space world.
Mm-hmm.
The
what
lore
you,
is
like,
easily digestible. It's
that's
just
kind of something that's missing in a lot of games, though. Like when you make decisions in the game, like dialogue wise, it feels like you're like branching off. You make 2 different decisions, but like eventually
they just come back together.
it's coming back together, and like there's really nothing different. Like,
or it's
one
like
character
you have
is
like a
in it.
GTA or like a Far Cry situation where you don't make any decisions until the very end.
Yeah.
Like what one of the Far Cries was like Far Cry 3. The whole point of the game is to save your friends and get them off the island. And then the second to last mission, they're like, yeah, you can keep fucking this Native American girl if you kill your friends. It's like, well, wait a minute.
Okay,
Why would I at all do that?
Well,
Depends on the person.
I told you the pussy's dangerous.
Maybe you get a
does
cool
make it tough.
cutscene at the end.
You do get a cool cutscene at the end, and she fucking slices your throat open while you're having sex with her.
Oh, nice.
well, actually, what you're supposed to do though is create a
kinky.
save point. You're supposed to manual save right before the decision,
Right.
Yep.
and then you can experience both.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
Far Cry or Fallout New Vegas.
I do like those games where decisions matter, and it makes you want to play it again because I'm like, I wonder if I did something different. So
Yeah.
you get more hours out of the game.
The problem is you don't know which ones are gonna make that are gonna have it matter unless you read somebody else's review or something, and they're like, "Yeah, I played it again, and it was the same exact shit."
Red Dead
Like, I don't want
Redemption-
to play it again and go through the shit with a different fucking character model and have it be the same fucking thing, but with their dialogue or some shit. You know?
I was disappointed in the online, but I really liked Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode for the point of your decisions do actually have a difference of gameplay, how
Yeah.
people respond to you, and if you take care of like your camp and settlement, just how people are more friendly and
Yeah.
different things. Like you
I
get
feel
things
like if
free at a better
like
price.
Rockstar was gonna do that right, I felt like, but I never played it. I didn't play it all the way like through. I
Oh, it's
started
good.
it
It's great, dude. Both endings are awesome.
because I
There's
played
3.
the first one.
Oh, there's 3?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I got one. I think you got a different one from me. Wes got a different one too. But yeah, there's 3 I found out.
Damn.
Yep. There's the good ending, the bad ending, and the true ending.
Okay. I gotta check these out. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Damn.
Just YouTube it, dude.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Save
play
me
the
some
game.
time.
That game was nuts because it felt like the thing that I hated the most was actually something looking back that I really enjoyed was that the game felt like it ended. Like it felt like you were hitting the climax like 3 separate times before you actually hit the climax.
That was how I felt about the first one too. You like, I don't know. There was a couple of points where like I was playing. I felt like I was playing forever.
Yep.
And I was like, this has to be the end, right? And then they're like, what? You have like 38 hours left, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Dude, I think my first playthrough of number 2 was like 90 hours.
Oh yeah. You get fucking caught up in that
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Because it gets to the point
Well,
where
once
you
it's
just...
VR, then I'll do it. Once it's in VR.
Somebody... It is in VR now.
Probably is.
No, it is. I think literally the VR mod came out today.
That would be sick.
I want GTA 5 VR.
That's also a thing.
Yep.
I don't know how to do it.
Dude, first person's so realistic. It's too realistic. I
For
literally-
GTA and Red Dead?
I was playing GTA. I was showing this girl the other day. And I'm like, yeah, let's check out first person. I get a fucking plumber's wrench. And I'm like, bam. I got the knife out and it actually stabbed me. I'm like, this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
it
kind
is.
of real.
That's the best, though, when you get, like, dangerously high and you're just murdering civilians.
Oh, yeah.
And you feel empathy. You're like, oh, this is what being a person's like. Just
Yo,
me.
After 8 years of the game being out, I finally got a fucking jet. And I'm flying around pissing people off by fucking shooting them, blowing them up, and they can't hit me because I'm just so fast. I'm like, this is what I've been working for 8 fucking years.
8 fucking years, Joe Rogan. 8 fucking years I had to drive around an Oldsmobile. Now I got a fucking VTOL. That jet is sick, though.
Dude, I love it.
You can buy them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Well,
I thought you had to
online.
break into the thing to get it.
Well, you can, but you
can.
can also keep it like a pet. Well,
Oh,
it's a
really?
jet.
A pat.
You fly it into your garage.
We haven't played GTA in a hot minute.
Dude, I miss it. We gotta get on.
Yeah,
again. We
I'm
gotta get
down.
on again.
I can't, like, I wish I got so used to 60 frames on the computer that I pretty much would have to play it on the computer now.
I don't
Because, like, it's not 60 frames on console for some reason. Not even on, like, the Series X.
No.
I logged in like 2 days ago and I got 500,000 cash just for like, hey,
Really?
thanks for logging in. I'm like, oh,
Every
shit,
time
gotta
I log in,
in.
they go, here's a bunch of money, take it, please.
Yep.
We don't know what to do with it.
just take it.
Well,
It's-
like
'cause it's all fake,
Graham
dude.
and
It's
I
a
were
big
playing
one.
consistently, like probably like 2 to 4 nights a week, every week for like 3 months, maybe
Fucking
even longer.
nuts.
We
It's
started
so
like
much fun.
right around New Year's. We were playing like, because what was it? Oh, I was out of work. And then I had vacation after. Like I was out because I was sick, and then I had the following week off anyway. And we literally played Grand Theft Auto for like 3 to 4 hours a day every day.
Chinatown Wars.
Yeah.
Is that the one you were playing?
On 3DS. But I bought all the stuff that I wanted, and Graham was like, just keep saving up money and then figure out what you want. And I think I have almost $2 million.
Fuck yeah.
And I like got off and I just haven't touched it again.
Yo, we gotta get back on.
Because they weren't, all the fucking challenges were pissing me off. I think actually what happened was they had the challenge race where you race as the RC cars.
Oh shit, really?
And
Okay.
it's annoying because like you're racing children. That's the thing. Like you can actually win most of the races if you play because you're not playing against adults. You're playing against kids.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. But I did a race and I won the first one and I got like 20K. And then the second race I got like second or third and I got like, 10 or 15. And then I did a third one, same lobby, and I'm in first place the whole time. And I hit like a curb and went flying, and I went from like first to ninth, and I only got like $1,200. And I'm like,
Well-
all right, I'm done.
At least some kid won, though, you know?
Fuck those kids.
Yeah, you're right. It reminds me of like Mac in Sunny, where like he's at the fucking like high school party or whatever. And
I don't
he's
think
like
I've
just
seen
playing
that.
flip cup or whatever, and he's fucking beating everybody, but he's like 40, and it just is embarrassing and shit. It's the episode where they start serving minors, and the kids like ask him to go to prom and shit.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen that one in a while.
That was
from
a
the
hell of
first
a
season.
fucking burp right there, bro.
I felt it. I felt it in my jeans.
I like the ones that like hurt a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they're deep, and then it like burns.
They're done. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's just acid reflux.
Well, not necessarily.
So, another thing, MLB The Show is out. You've been playing that. I've been playing that.
Yep.
It's officially out for a month.
What's MLB? I'm sorry.
The baseball.
Major.
Oh, you ever heard of baseball?
It's America's pastime.
What? Swing a stick at a ball and run a little bit?
So
Like cricket?
I already quit playing it. I already did all the things I wanted to do. So
I remember you actually telling me about this now, and you're just like, dude, this game actually got me into baseball. I'm
yep, for a
watching
good
baseball
it was
now.
like a good week and a
okay,
half.
damn.
I was watching baseball and highlights again, and then I stopped. I stopped playing it and I stopped watching it.
Honestly, the highlights are all you need out of baseball, because when you actually go to or watch a game, it's just a lot of fucking like, all right, I'll go get a hot dog or ice cream or something.
Which is great. Yeah, that's what you want is the hot
Oh, yeah.
dogs.
Yo,
Their hot dogs are great though.
we always fucking talk about hot dogs, so we're gonna do it again.
We
But
do.
you cannot be a baseball game fucking Hoffman off the flat top grill, or like if you go to like an actual sporting event hot dog, you cannot beat those ones. I don't
No.
know what it is. It's probably the
I
grease on the flat
I think
top.
they're artificially created to be
Oh my god, there's
addicting.
so much bad shit in there. God
Like-
damn. You're eating so many like cow buttholes and shit that like
They're so good though. Dude, you know what I got? I'm not even afraid to admit this. I got hot dogs from Sunoco the other night after work off the griller.
Okay, well, the rotisserie little fucking.
I got one with just ketchup, and then I got one with nacho cheese and chili.
I was
Good.
wondering if
You
they
can
had
do
those.
nacho and chili cheese dogs. And guess what? If you have a 7-Eleven membership, like this guy,
Oh god.
$1 a piece.
What?
Anything off the griller is $1 a piece.
Okay, I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna swing by. real
Yeah.
quick.
How do you get this so-called membership?
You just download the app. Damn. That's all it is.
Let me check that out.
Yeah.
gonna do that
That's
for
also
sure.
what took me so long. Is I was gonna get I was gonna be an asshole, and I was like, it'd be funny if I bought 3 hot dogs, but just I ate them. And I bought the perfect amount of hot dogs for each of us, but only I ate them. But they only had 1 hot dog left, and I was like, it wouldn't be that funny if I only had 1 hot dog. So,
I've had 2 separate days this week where I've wanted something so bad and like don't know where to get it. And
What?
it was a hot dog was one, and number 2 was a soft pretzel like a Auntie Anne's or whatever.
oh, like at Wetzel's Pretzels.
Yeah, and I don't know where to go to get it. Like
I think you can get both of those at Garofalo's.
like a good soft pretzel, really?
I don't know, probably not.
I don't think so.
Yo, the bowling alley may have soft pretzels.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would DoorDash me a pretzel, dude. Like only a pretzel.
I mean, if you have enough beers and smoke a little, I'm sure it'd be a fun adventure to the bowling alley to go get one.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, that
fucking
was
A.
one thing because like you can buy the microwave ones or whatever, but that's not the move. I want like
True.
a fucking.
You can get a deep fried Hoffman from Garofalo's.
Deep fried Hoff. I never knew that was an option.
Anything's an option when it comes to deep frying. You could have deep fried fucking ants and shit if you really wanted to.
Dude.
I'm down.
But yeah, so I don't know what it is either, because I loved hot dogs as a kid, hated them in high school. Now I literally like,
Well, it's weird. You fall out of love with them, you know, and then like you just come crawling back.
well, because you realize when you're an adult, you can only have them like during the summer, and it just, you know, like
No, I know exactly.
you gotta
what
look at
that
it.
is.
It's like a nostalgic taste.
it is, but it's also like when well, first off, this is a hot take. I got 2 hot takes. 1, a hot dog is a sandwich, but 2, you have to get the New England style rolls,
Yes.
the ones that are like they have the ends cut like shaved off.
Oh right,
Those are the rolls.
I guess.
If you don't get those, you fucked up. So here's the thing.
That's a fact.
If people grew up with Oscar Mayer's only, probably
my
not a
God.
big fan of hot dogs.
No, yeah.
And Hoffman's like went nationwide really recently in the last like 5 years or so. But yo, so here's been my thing for the last few summers: cheddar Hoffman's wrapped in bacon, thrown on the grill.
Huh?
Like, this has been my hot dog move.
Yeah.
A cheddar Hoffman, which is a Hoffman with cheddar cheese inside the hot dog. Wrap that shit in bacon, throw it on the grill, like literally fucking tight chicken.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
I didn't know they had Hoffman's with cheese,
With cheese
in them.
inside,
Yo,
yeah.
can
It's
we-
like a stuffed
can-
crust hot dog, basically.
Can we all chill and grill sometime here soon?
Yeah.
We need to do that shit.
Yeah, dude.
So good.
That's the
My
thing.
grill is electric. It sucks.
Hey, man, just
I'll
gotta get
call
used to
my
it.
Works.
grandma.
I mean, it does. It does.
I'll
the job.
hit my grandma up. Be like, hey yo, let's grill at the place.
Yep.
Let's do that.
I can be your grandma.
Perfect, Graham.
Oh,
Here's the
shit.
thing: is that my favorite
High
thing about
level shit
grilling,
right there.
and Graham has seen this firsthand multiple times, and you probably have too, just on principle. There's something about a grill that just makes my stomach a complete bottomless pit. Like if we're grilling hot dogs and burgers, I could literally eat all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I was so Christian's.
it's the best way to eat anything.
It was Christian's bachelor party, and we bought a bunch of those like 6 a piece, like those fucking Big M burgers.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a bunch of those, a bunch of them, and so eventually we were all pretty trashed, and we were just cooking burgers, and it was probably a good 4 hours of cooking burgers and eating them nonstop, cooking burgers and eating them because they were just you can just throw them back so quick.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, well let's put the rest in the fridge. So like I don't know, 8 hours later, it's like fucking 4 a.m, and we're like, burgers, and we go and grill more burgers for another like hour and a half.
No.
Fucking A. That's just the best.
Especially if you have a barbecue where you have different things being cooked throughout the day and
Yeah.
they just take them as they come. Like, I could eat all fucking day, man. I know exactly what you're saying. Especially
If they keep coming to you, you gotta keep
got a
eating.
good buzz going.
Oh, dude,
Fucking
it's
eat all
just
day.
unmatched. It's completely unmatched. Like,
I like the pre-made burgers too, though. Like
Yeah,
those
oh,
pre-made
yeah, yeah,
patties.
yeah.
They're fucking wicked good.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know
thing-
what's in them, but it's some bullshit.
When you have when you sit down to a meal at a restaurant, it's good. That's the formal way of how society eats food. It's intimidating though, because you're like all this food set in front of you, and you have a certain time to eat it, and
Yeah.
and you get full or whatever. If I just take the punches in like small little bits, and like the flavors change and stuff like that, I literally could snack all day when it comes to like sit down meals. Like I
flavors
fill up,
changing
like-
is gigantic.
Yeah.
There's something that I was reading about that, how like the more options you have. So like the idea was like if you're on a diet, you basically just want one or two things on your plate.
Yep.
Because you get sick of the taste faster. Whereas like if you go to McDonald's and you get fucking, a quarter pounder with cheese and then fries and then chicken nuggets and then something else and then something else. It's like you're going to eat all of it because it all tastes different. You can just keep changing the palate that you're
Yeah. Adam Richmond, when he was on Man vs. Foods, he would like have these fucking 6-pound challenges. He was just like, the fries saved me because if I didn't have the saltiness, I wouldn't have been
Right.
able to finish this whatever.
It's
I'm like,
real.
damn.
That's
Yeah.
very real.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Because like if you just eat fucking 3 double quarter pounders with cheese, like you're gonna get sick of it after 1.5. If you mix in the fries, you're good.
That little saute.
that's what I did yesterday.
We should do that. We should do that challenge
I
thing.
get a double quarter pounder cheese deluxe, no mustard, no ketchup, no mayo, a 20-piece with sweet and sour, a large fry, large Coke, and a large Sprite.
a 20-piece
Are you
and a
fucking kidding me?
That's what I had yesterday. Yeah.
3 large drinks?
No, it was a large Coke and a large Sprite. It was only 2. Not that it's any better.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's all I ate yesterday too, though. It was like,
Oh,
was that?
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I forget
No,
what the
that's bad-
challenge
that's
was.
badass.
I got
I'm
into
not
a
making fun of
fugue
you,
state
but-
reciting that order. I went into a trance.
You just feel like you visually saw the drive-through window.
Dude, literally. Well, that's the thing is, I get the same thing. That's all I get. I
yeah,
get
okay.
the double quarter pounder cheese deluxe, no mustard, mayo, or ketchup, large fry, 20-piece, sweet and sour, Coke, Sprite. No ice in either.
You only get the one sauce with your nuggets?
Every now and then I'll get 2 sweet and sour and 1 barbecue, but their barbecue fucking sucks now.
Yeah.
We talked about this a few weeks ago because it used to be Bullseye and now it's bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, Burger King uses Bullseye barbecues. Bullseye is fucking great. Sweet Baby Ray's is the best though, which is a fucking fact.
Yeah.
Well, so I really I can't I feel like if I eat a fucking double quarter pounder, it's pretty goddamn filling. And I don't know what it is, but that burger tastes different than all the other ones.
It's because they're fresh now.
They're fresh?
The patties they use for the quarter pounder, they don't freeze anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they definitely taste way better than the fucking...
Wes
if you get a double
told me that a
cheeseburger.
while ago. Because I said something. I was telling him how I've never had a Big Mac, and he goes, "Well, what do you get?" And I go, "I exclusively get a quarter pounder." My little sister, of all people, got me onto quarter pounders,
Okay.
and because I used to be a bitch, dude. I used to literally
There
just
it is.
get.
This is the one we have to do. Oh, wait. Damn it. It just started disappearing. We do have to do this challenge. And we
I'm
can
down.
do it on the show
Sick.
if we want to.
That's easy.
What?
What is that? 4 medium Cokes,
So it's-
2 large fries.
What do we got?
It's
20
those are
nuggets.
2 double quarter pounder with cheese, 3 double quarter pounder with cheese. It looks like that's another QPC right there.
So but that's a pound. That's a pound and a quarter.
Yeah, that's
Wait, no.
4. So
That's 1
3
and
doubles
3/4.
and 1 regular.
It's
And then
almost
it
2
looks like
pounds
2
of fucking
10-piece
burgers.
nuggets. So that's a 20-piece nugget, 2 large fries, and 4 soft drinks.
Who invented this challenge?
Trevor
Why?
Donovan.
Why?
Look at him.
Why? This
This
is like
Trev Don, dude.
Fucking
Trev
schmuck.
Don.
why?
This is Pat McAfee, the punter. He used to punt for the Colts,
Fucking.
but he
I'll
gets
get
pretty
it.
far.
I'll get a triple cheese, only
No.
ketchup, small fry, They used to have that tropical Sprite, which was awesome, but they have lava orange high C now.
Yeah, you know what pisses me off is I only got it the one time that the Sprite. What is it? What remix? No,
it was tropical berry Sprite.
Yeah,
or some shit like that. But yo, honestly,
this video makes me so hungry though. Every time I watch it.
Yeah, I've been getting more Wendy's and McDonald's lately. I'll be completely honest. I really like Wendy's.
I
Wendy's
think
is great. They're more expensive though.
You two got me
absolutely.
hooked on Wendy's. Well, not hooked, but you two got me onto Wendy's because I never used to get it, and then you guys were like, "It's good," so I got it. But I got Dave's double, and as soon as I got it, it showed up at my house, and I saw that the burger was wrapped in foil. I was like, "Here we go."
Yeah,
I was like, "Here we fucking go." Like, took my I took my shirt off. Yeah, dude. I took my
thing again.
I took my shirt off, dude. I put on like fucking, I don't know, Ghost Adventures probably.
Nice.
My problem now though is when, because I haven't been on the show since this happened, but I got my blood test. I got my blood tested because
Did it pass? Did it pass or did it fail?
I ended up, so I went to the doctors and they're like, "You've never had your blood drawn. You're almost 25. I'm like, "Yeah, I know." They're like, "Why haven't you ever done it?" I'm like, "You never told me I had to."
I've never done it either.
And so, so my PA was like, "Well, you're gonna get your blood drawn." I'm like, okay. And I was freaking out about it because I was like, I don't want to find out if there's something wrong with me.
They're gonna be like, "What? Why are you eating cigarettes?" And fucking,
I was talking to you guys about this at D&D, and Brian was like, "Dude, your sodium levels and your cholesterol are gonna be fucked." And I'm like, "No, I'm gonna be fine." And then I got home after D&D, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have like diabetes. They're gonna have to like, I would have gout."
and then they just go, "Yeah, your sodium levels and your cholesterol are off the charts."
No, actually, so everything was perfectly fine. Get this, except for my vitamin D. Now, you're vitamin D deficient if your levels are below like 20 milligrams per milliliter.
Yeah,
mine was a 6.
Oh.
They were
outside,
like,
dude.
I was like, I didn't think anything was wrong. And my doctor's like, are you tired all the time? Do you have mood swings? Are you not sleeping right? Do you wake up covered in bruises? I'm like, yeah, but I just thought it was because I was an alcoholic. And she goes, no.
You don't take a multivitamin or anything?
No.
Really?
I was never told to.
You should. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I take a fucking vitamin D horse pill once a week.
They just fucking load you up with
Dude,
vitamin D now.
I take a...
Then you have to sit out in the sun for 3 hours a day.
I take a vitamin D pill once a week, and you know when you get the multivitamins and it tells you like the daily percent of what you're taking? My vitamin D pills are 50,000%
Jeez.
of what... It's 50,000 micrograms. I don't know what the fuck it is.
50,000 something.
Wait,
dude.
let me check that because I think that sounds wrong. That sounds very wrong.
50,000
it's 50,000 something. It says 50,000 on the bottle.
50,000% would probably kill you, right?
I hope so.
It's a lot of D.
You'd at least have a good poop.
Yeah, you'd have a hell of a lot of D in you, dude.
Charlie bit my finger is being taken down.
I saw that.
Why?
It's racist. I don't know. Shit.
What's an NFT?
Not for trade.
Non-fungible token
Yeah, it is.
is what it is.
Weird.
I don't know what fungible means, and I don't know what it means to be non-fungible. But it's a big thing. You can buy NFTs now, which people have sold like tweets and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's fucked.
shit is stupid.
The first tweet like ever sold for a few $1 million.
Why would you want? Why? What are you gonna do with it though? What are you gonna
Just
mount it?
Oh,
and-
yeah, no,
Screenshot
I
it,
literally-
frame it.
So
Yeah. That's mine, and then you just go, "That's mine." Like what? I don't understand why you have to own it.
Yeah.
Does it grow in value? Is there an APY on it?
So yeah, no, apparently I do. I take, so the normal amount that people take is 800 and my pills are 50,000 IUs, whatever IU stands for. But that's exclusively for people that are deficient. Because it takes super long to get your vitamin D levels back. It takes longer to build that up than it does to take anything else.
Really? Okay.
But it's nuts because like they're like, yeah, it's a
We
6.
should definitely do this.
No, I can't.
I can't.
Like as a group? As a group, we could. Dude, I eat my double quarter pounder and I barely finish my fries in 20
I
piece.
know, that's what I'm saying. I would try this for sure, though. It's like a lot, man. It's a lot.
So
Fucking 3 double quarter pounders is just too much in general.
The other
but
day,
you get a time limit. There's a time limit, so you get I don't know however much time, but
An hour and a
an
half.
hour? Oh, it's an hour.
90 minutes.
that seems doable.
As long as you can reheat your food.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Fries would be a tough one cold.
Yeah.
So the other day I was coming back from Liverpool, and I was like, I'm hungry. It was actually before we went over to Wes's birthday or whatever. I was coming back from Liverpool. I'm like, I'm hungry, and I saw Burger King on 31 and fucking Clay. I got my burger, going out on the road, opening it up to eat it, and I look across the street, and the Chick-fil-A that just opened had its lines full, and I'm like, I fucked up. I've never been so disappointed in myself. So then I don't agree with their political stance, and I don't think food places should have political stance.
They shouldn't at all.
Everyone's money spent's the same. Fuck your opinion on politics or whatever. Serve your food. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
But, God damn it, for racist people, they have goddamn good chicken sandwiches.
I don't think they're racist. I think they're homophobic.
Well, prejudice, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Would you rather have them be racist?
No. I would rather have them not say anything. And
No,
serve
like,
me
but you
chicken
have to
sandwiches.
choose. You have to choose, though.
Oh,
they
racist
can
or
either not
homophobic?
let gays in or not let blacks in. You have to choose.
That's such a bullshit question, because which one do you like better, gays or blacks, is what you're asking.
Let me tell you one thing. I can't have an answer because no matter what I say, it's wrong.
Exactly.
Right, that is wrong either way.
You
so
put
like,
me inside a pickle, sir.
I did indeed.
I'm in a jar now.
Black Lives Matter.
There you go.
So what are you saying? Gay lives don't matter?
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is, you know, I ain't moving just because no storm came.
Because no storm came. That's a tough one.
I
Man.
just want to eat chicken without
Right, yeah,
feelings.
just give me the chicken, right?
Just give me the
So,
fucking
like-
chicken. Fuck your feelings.
There's something about that southern style chicken too, though. Like those chicken sandwiches, they just fucking throw. They're just like, I don't know what to put on top of this, but here's some pickles, I guess.
You
And that's
pull
all
up-
that there is pickles and like mayonnaise or some shit.
No, it's fucking butter.
Yeah, it's some weird fucking shit. It's delicious
Because
though, I'll give you
the
that.
chicken sandwich they have at McDonald's now is just the same one they have at like Chick-fil-A
yes,
and
they
Popeyes.
tried to do that. Yeah,
It's great, by the way.
is it?
The new crispy chicken sandwich from McDonald's.
It's also like
Okay.
$6 for no reason.
Oh, they're not on sale anymore?
They were on sale.
Yeah, dude, that's the only way I got them because they're like $6.
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
No, you used to be able to get them if you spent $15 or more. You got one for free.
Damn.
Yeah,
Best thing ever to do though
$6.
is when you go to KFC, fill out the fucking survey because you get a
Really?
free crispy kernel.
dude, is that the
That's
one
the
that you
only
had
thing.
the other day? That was
That was
gigantic.
gigantic.
Dude, he literally had a fucking chicken sandwich that was the size of a softball.
It was like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
of chicken.
Okay. You know what?
they fucked it up.
Every time I went, they're like, fill out the survey. I'm like, Psh, yeah, whatever. Throw it in
No,
the trash
don't
can.
throw it out. Don't throw it out.
Okay. I will take your advice.
You can use like I use this app called Fetch, and it's like you take pictures of all your receipts.
Mhm.
It gives you points. It gives you bonus points and shit. So I save all those receipts anyway. And every time they ask me for a receipt, I say yes. Give me the points. I don't say that, but I get the points.
Mhm.
That's the move, though. That way you have all the receipts. I think there's a bunch of different places that do that, though. They'll say like, "Hey, fill out this survey. How did we do?" Taco Bell does it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Taco Bell gives you fucking rewards for living.
Breathing, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, here, take free shit, please. And it's like they're like they have wicked good options too. It's like Chalupa Supreme or like Nachos Bel Grande or whatever.
I'm bummed they took away the nacho fries. I love them shits.
I thought they brought him back. Did they take him away again?
They took them away again.
I don't know. I can't keep track.
They bring them back for like 4 weeks, and then they're like,
You know what's a great way to sell something? Make there appear that there's a shortage or limited time of
Yeah,
Yes.
like the Nintendo way.
Yeah.
That's what Nintendo
The
does.
McRib, dude.
Nintendo purposefully doesn't make enough consoles. They make just enough to keep places stocked a little bit.
I wonder if that's what they're doing with the Series X and PS5.
The McRib isn't that good. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
that.
McRib,
Reminds me of school lunch ribs.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
I don't think I've ever had a McRib and also not had a severe hangover the next day.
There you go.
It does give you a hangover.
No, I mean, like, I think I only ever got the McRib when I was hammered.
Yeah, I got
So,
that.
like,
I only bought it because I'm like, I'll try it once. Never did again.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like fake microwaved shit. I don't know. It's bad.
You know what's funny?
it's a meme.
That the
it
rib
is.
is pressed into a mold that looks like it has bones in it, but it doesn't.
No, you just bite right into it.
Yeah. I actually had ribs last night. My homie made some. He cooked them for like 3 hours, and he pulled it out of the oven, tried to pick it up, and the bones just fall out of it. And I'm like,
Oh yes.
instantly just fucking
Oh my
busted.
god. Yeah, there's
So-
literally like food though that like makes you want to jizz, and it's very. I don't understand what that is.
Yeah,
but, like,
ribs,
You're
chicken,
eating
dude. Those cabaret style chicken wings that we had. We got cabaret wings from Sub Shop last weekend.
Oh my god.
Unfucking fathomable.
That was the first time I've had those actually from Sub Shop. So good.
It's that they're in like their regular chicken wings are good, but the cabaret wings are fucking bananas.
I guess apparently there's a shortage of chicken wings, is what they're saying.
Yeah, they've got
Yeah,
up in
because
price.
weren't we talking about that? All the chickens died from the frost in Texas.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, dude. Like
What? So all of our chickens come from Texas? Is
a
that what
lot of them do. Yeah, Texas is pretty large, and
it is pretty large.
You
Well,
know-
Uncle Joe should get on that, man. He should fucking get the chicken wings back.
The only memory I have of Texas, I was coming back with my dad from Colorado, and I only went through West Texas. And now this is this is slaughterhouse country, and literally both sides of the highway are cows as far as the eye can see. Like we're in upstate New York. Sometimes we go past like a cow field or whatever, and it smells like shit. But you just deal with it. There, it's like literally someone holds a hot, steaming plate of shit right in front of your nose, where I'm gagging in the car. I'm like, ugh. We pull in this town, Hefford, Texas. Population fucking bumfuck.
12 or whatever.
And I go to this Taco Bell to take a shit. I sit down and on the toilet, no toilet paper. Thankfully, I didn't release yet. And I waddle across the street to McDonald's, and my dad's waiting in the car, and he goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "There's no fucking toilet paper." I walk into this McDonald's, and I'm wearing like a death metal. I'm wearing a Animosity shirt, tight pants, whatever hat I'm wearing, and everyone there has flannel shirts, 10-gallon hats, cowboy boots, and some girls literally pointed and laughed at me, and I said, "Fuck this town, you all smell like shit. The only memory I'm gonna have of this place is taking a shit. Fuck you guys."
That's awesome.
That's the memory I have of Texas.
You know what's crazy is that I bet some of those people died from the frost. And or coronavirus.
Yeah.
So who got the last laugh? Them white boys from the 315.
Them Yankees.
The last thing they thought about was that guy that came into the McDonald's with a metal shirt on and was like, "You guys are pieces of shit." And then walked
The
out.
only thing your town is good for is shit. I ain't never been to no Texas. I've been to Cleveland, Ohio.
There you go.
It's close.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere, man.
I need to get down to New Orleans, there, boy. Need to hang out with some Cajuns, there, boy. Get some
I
good
don't know.
dick.
I never
I'll sling
have,
some.
like-
I'll be slinging some good dick down in New Orleans.
I never have like a spot like I wanted to go super bad. You know, like I always felt like shit was pretty much the goddamn same like most places.
Most places.
I really, my favorite places to go are places where I know I'm going to have amazing food,
yes.
which is pretty much like the two best places for food, in my personal opinion, are literally anywhere in Florida and Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And Buffalo Bills games.
There you go.
Oh, and Bills. Dude, but that's just our food. Like, that's the same food we have here, but just perfected.
Food is my main motivator to travel.
Yes.
That is my jam. I love
Food
getting,
and booze.
Love getting a good buzz. I'll travel to a legal state where you can smoke weed, but now we're that
Well, this
state,
is
so I
that
don't have to
state.
go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere anymore. But
You
just
really
trying.
didn't have to either way. You could have just smoked it, dude.
That's illegal.
Nah, you're right.
That was the one thing was I
I like
wish
doing illegal shit.
I only do it in legal states.
I wish I did smoke a little more before I left but I didn't because I knew I was going to go to Sunoco. And I was like,
Oh, I remember fucking when you're like 13 years old and you're getting high for the first time and you go to like a fast food restaurant and you're like, no, dude, you go up and order. I can't fucking do it.
I do that now. I do that now.
Go through the drive-through. Never mind.
You just ask some random guy to order for you.
Pick up
No,
a
my
homeless
favorite
guy.
is like when I get like, especially like if I have the day off, I'm not working, and I'm just craving like Big M's hot deli line is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
When you're just when you are drinking light beer at noon, B, you live across the street from Big M, and 3, C, you're me. Because you can go over there and you can get fucking 4 fried chicken tenders and a bowl of macaroni and cheese for like $9, and it's unmatched. But it's hilarious because like they have to think I'm retarded because I don't go to Big M to buy food from the hotline sober, like ever.
Right. So like what you're presenting to them is definitely
I'm just like, They're like, can I help you? I'm like, hang on, I'm in line.
My favorite shit is when people are like super drunk and they do the fucking like they're holding in like they're about to puke for sure.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hold on.
No, I always it's always funny because like I'll know when I'm too high when I go to Big M because I keep my headphones on, but I just turn them off.
Okay.
So that way nobody talks to me at all, but I can hear everybody perfectly, and they always give me a weird look because I don't.
Dude, you gotta get those headphones with the mics on the
Like a
outside of
monitor?
them. Yeah.
That dude, somebody I just saw a commercial for those.
Yeah, it's like
They
you
were
can turn it
Raycons.
on, or like when you stop playing your media or something, it starts
They were
pumping in
the
sound.
Raycon wireless earbuds. That
That's what I would like.
well, you
because
can, yeah,
I
exactly.
wear
That's
those
what
at
it
work,
is.
like
When you-
basically.
when
but
you
I
turn
can't
them
hear
off,
shit if it's still in there.
When you turn them off, they go into monitor mode.
Yeah, that's fucking clutch.
Yeah. And you can have it so one earbud monitors and the other earbud still plays your music.
That's so awesome.
Or you can have it monitor with your music on. Which, I mean, that's what we do when we're on like our computers and stuff. Like,
That's probably what I would do, actually.
I keep,
with a podcast, it would be great because I could hear what's going on around me.
yeah, I keep the monitor on like when we play like scary games. That way I have the audio come through my speakers and my headphones.
Yeah.
So that way it's kind of certain things are a little more amplified.
Yeah, sometimes it freaks me out in VR if I turn my volume all the way up and I can't hear what's going on around me, and I just feel like I'm like actually getting shot at and shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. I can
You take
imagine.
your headset off and you're just in Tel Aviv.
Or you reach up to take it off and it's not there, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
That's a nightmare, dude. I know you wanted to say something, but I fell asleep watching Your Mom's House today, and in my dream, before I woke up, like in real life, it just auto played the episode with Danny Brown.
Oh yeah.
And in my dream, Danny Brown was in my dream talking to me,
He
and
was
like
probably laughing like wicked loud.
it was awesome. And then I woke up and I was like, it's still Friday. Like, I just smell like fucking, I smelled like, I went to a bonfire yesterday and then I just wore the same outfit to my grandma's this morning while I did yard work. And then, so I just smell like gasoline, sweat, and fucking bonfire.
Honestly, love the smell of campfire. I think they should make
Oh.
a cologne that smells like
Well,
campfire.
you get like a huge whiff of it when you take a shower afterwards.
Yeah.
That's where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
huge because it's like all in your hairs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even
It
wash
lingers.
my hair. I just fucking, it
It
kind of
really
lingers.
does
It
linger.
lingers pretty
Kind of
hard.
lingers.
Yeah.
Kinda
Well,
like
any
this.
smoke is gonna do that though.
I gotta fucking,
I don't know. Weed doesn't really tend to do that.
It doesn't, unless you hotbox. So, when I lived in South Colorado, a legal state at the time, we would always smoke blunts in my apartment. And literally, when I was moving out of that apartment, I washed the walls because, like, we smoked so many blunts in there that it
There
like
was like
turned
a
a
layer.
slight
There's like a
brown
layer of
resin.
THC.
Yeah.
There's a layer of THC on the walls.
Yeah. But sometimes, like, depending on usage, if you smoke a bong or whatever, 9 times out of 10, not going to stand it. If you have a really dirty bong with a lot of resin in it,
Right.
probably is going to stick on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is I like exclusively smoke a dry pipe.
Yeah. We have to
Windows
get-
open, exhaust fan in the window.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna
there
have to
you
get
go.
a
Like-
bong. We've been wanting to get a bong, but it's like, I don't know. It's not necessary.
I would recommend a beaker bottom
A what?
bong because they're going to sit best on the carpet, less likely to tip
They're
over.
flat, and then they have the
They have
angular.
they come out
Yeah.
like that, and as well as they have the ice catcher, which is a great thing in the summertime because sometimes when you're like hot in the summer, you just don't want to fucking hit it because you're like, I'm gonna cough, I'm gonna sweat, blah blah blah. If you have ice in your actual piece,
It does
makes it
cool
way
down
more
the
desirable.
smoke.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Way
is
more
interesting.
desirable.
It's a genius fucking thing to
It's
have.
so
though.
smart.
But
You know-
then we don't have. So what do you just have to clean it out when you clean out the fucking bong? You just have to replace all the ice, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a fucking nightmare though.
The thing though is
Because I don't
if
have an
you-
ice maker.
if you have an ice cube tray.
Yeah.
But the great thing about that is if the ice melts, your bong water goes up to where you're more likely to change your bong water, which keeps your piece cleaner.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like a natural nudge to clean
Yeah.
clean your shit.
Yep, which you're supposed to change the water out every time, but who the fuck does it?
No one does that.
Find me someone who does it.
No, you're supposed to just drink
Dude,
it.
you show me somebody that changes their bong water after every smoke session, and I'll show you a future serial killer.
There you go.
Like nobody's that fucking.
Did you ever see the video
autonomous.
like right when New York like legalized it? Everybody was in Times Square, and they were
No, I
like
didn't.
smoking weed and shit.
That's
And there
cool.
was this one dude who's like, he was off the rails. He was like doing push-ups and shit, and then he fucking hits a huge bong, and then he goes, instantly chugs the whole thing.
That's awesome.
That's awful.
It was so. Don't do that though. Oh.
You know,
I gotta use the restroom, gentlemen, sir.
are you
Oh.
gonna find it first?
It's hidden. I have like a fucking there's a portal. It's on the right. You can't miss it. You could miss it.
There's a toilet in there.
It's the one with the one with the toilet. It's the one with the pisser.
But yeah, you have phasmophobia, right?
I don't.
No. Okay.
Everybody thinks I do though.
I do always do for some reason.
Zamaya, I even saw him the other day. He goes, "You getting on Phasmo tonight?" And I'm like, "I don't have that game, dude. What are you talking about? I do not own that product. I don't own the license to that video game." But it's like, do you speak through microphones? Like, is that an actual thing? Like, I don't understand what the game is. I know it's a ghost hunting thing.
So like the thing is that we're in Discord, but you have to mute and deafen yourself until you die. Because the point, like when you talk in game, it's all direct or positional. So
So
like
you can only talk to somebody in.
if they're near you,
Yeah, it's a range.
or you can use the radio. But Discord pretty much just makes it cheating because it's just less realistic.
Yeah, that's how Onward is. It's pretty sick, but it's VR. But like, you can talk to people. It's proximity voice is what they call it.
Yeah,
And then you can
It's,
you can do this.
VoIP.
If you press like your trigger up here, if you reach up to your shoulder and tap the thing, you can use the walkies
yeah,
to broadcast to everybody.
yeah, that's how it is. Phasmo in VR. We haven't played in a while. They just updated it again, and they like. I like that their updates are just bug fixes and then just making the game slightly more difficult every update. Because I think that's why we stopped playing it. Because it was pretty consistently like me, Wes, and Anthony, and Zamaya, or me, Wes. It was a combination of me, Wes, and Anthony, and somebody else. But me, Wes, and Anthony got like so good at that game that it just wasn't even a challenge anymore. Plus, we were kind of cheating.
What is so the objective is to find ghosts?
The objective is to you
like
you spawn into the building that you're going to, whether it's like a house or an asylum or a prison or whatever. And when you get there, there's a whiteboard that tells you what your objectives are. And every mission, there are different objectives. You know, some will be like take a picture of the ghost, take a picture of the ghost.
So it's like Pokemon Snap. Take
sorta,
a picture
yeah,
of the
pretty
ghost.
much.
Take a picture of the ghost.
Catch the ghost on camera, catch a ghost orb on camera. But each ghost has like different criteria that like the evidence will match up. So like if you have a ghost that talks to you through a spirit box and also leaves fingerprints everywhere, you go in this journal and you're like, okay, spirit box and fingerprints, it can only be like this type of ghost. And you win the game by figuring out what kind of ghost it is. But it's sort of like Fatal Frame. You played Fatal Frame, right? Where you take the pictures of the ghosts to kill them.
Okay. Yeah.
We're talking about Phasmophobia, that ghost hunting game that Wes and I play.
Oh, I've heard of it. Okay.
And basically the way to get the most evidence is to survive the longest, but the longer that you're in the house, the more pissed off the ghost gets.
So does he kill you?
It can kill you, yeah. And then you're a ghost. You're not an evil ghost, but you can just kind of spectate
It's not
everybody.
exactly very realistic.
No.
I watched something about a dude explaining like the third law of thermodynamics and shit, and how he was like, yeah, energy can't be existent with like energy dissipates to heat is basically what that law says. So like if there is heat present in the air, which there pretty much always is, energy can't like be there. Like it can't just keep a form unless it's a physical form, which ghosts are just by definition not. So there's literally proof that ghosts do not exist. Because like the fucking what's it called? The fucking what's the fucking thing that shoots a giant laser all the time? What's it called?
Can you
Israel.
more context?
No, it's a fucking huge fucking laser.
The Hadron Collider?
Yes, Large Hadron Collider.
How?
What is that?
Apparently, it would be.
You put it in one of those cars.
No, well, you don't put it in the car.
You put it in
but it
a
would
Dewey
pick
car.
Up, I guess it would pick up that energy signal if it existed. Any energy.
What are those
signal if it
cars
existed.
called? The little
roller
cars
coasters.
No, the little cars you build and you race them down the hill.
Hot Wheels.
The shit that Boy Scouts do and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Box derbies? No.
Pinewood.
Box cars.
Pinewood
basically.
derbies.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was basically, I don't know, there was a whole bunch of shit. And I was reading about it and it was like basically saying, yeah, there's no way that like you could have like energy that's physically in a spot.
Well, I like to imagine that ghosts are real. So
yeah, you're right.
The thing is, like, I think it comes down to
Yeah, that's a good point.
a person's particular feeling and how it differs for everyone. So where I think some people are in tune to certain things, some aren't. Like,
well, I always felt also like people always go like, well, you have to like you have to believe it to see it, and it's like, well, maybe if I'm believing it, that's the reason I'm seeing it, because my mind is making it up. You know, like there's a lot of things you see in your peripheral and shit that like aren't really there. I've had times where like I'll think I see something in the corner of my eye, and I turn, there's nothing there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and it's like, I don't know. I'm at the point where I've never seen anything, so I can't.
I also agree. I haven't seen anything too outstanding. I've had just weird things happen at coincidental times. So
Right.
Like, that's strange.
Oh, that is strange for sure. Like you could think about some dude that's hasn't talked to you in a couple months or whatever, and then like he's texting you, and then you're like, what?
Yep. Oh yeah.
And that probably has to do with energy waves like that exists. There's frequencies everywhere. So
I think, yeah, speaking of frequencies and stuff, there's things that humans haven't been able to measure. I think there is things that we just don't fully comprehend.
There's senses that we don't have.
Yeah.
Like we only have 5 senses or whatever. So it's like we basically couldn't interpret certain things.
Yeah.
It's sort of like how mantis shrimp can see more colors than we can.
Right. Yeah, and whales, like how they they communicate in waves, basically frequencies. We can't really interpret those. We don't know what they're saying.
They're flying whales.
Yo, I'm so stoked. What do you think about their new album? Have you guys heard of it? I've heard so much controversy.
Excuse me? They have a new album?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you haven't
It
heard
came out
I
like
haven't heard it.
a month ago, maybe.
Yeah. I like half of it so far.
Real talk, I haven't really listened to any metal in a while.
It's a little different.
It is.
Definitely a little different.
I think they're going a little bit more mainstream because they're a more popular band, but I do like half the material on there. It's not my favorite album of theirs, but
it's a little more.
I thought Magma
they
was
went a little
fucking
more
sick.
melodic too. Seems like.
Is it called Fortitude?
yes, it is.
Cool. The last one was Magma. Right? Magma was
I
sick.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
believe
so.
Yep.
Stranded. Right.
Yeah, that's like it's like a gray cover.
That album was
So
sick.
good.
My first album I ever listened to was The Way of All Flesh.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that
First
one a lot.
What was? Oh, The Way of All Flesh is sweet.
Yeah, From Mars to Sirius, I think, is my favorite album of theirs. But like
What's the one with Space Time?
Terra Incognita. That one's so good. That's like super, like almost like speed metal.
Yeah.
Like album.
I liked L'Enfant Sauvage. or whatever. That one was sweet.
Parlez-vous.
That one has so many like nasty songs, but like all of it is so goddamn simple. It's like a lot of just like it's all just palm muting and shit, and like they throw in like natural harmonics and shit that like you really wouldn't conventionally think of in songwriting.
I love good. I've seen them live twice. They're just as good, if not better, live.
Oh yeah.
Than their actual album, which blows me away. Because sometimes I'm sure we've all seen bands that we love, and you see them live, and you're just like,
huge necessary quality to me. Like,
Baha Men.
You have to be the Baha Men and be able to perform everything perfectly. Because the Baha Men.
Actually, I think I've gotten lucky.
Smash Mouth's pretty good live, dude.
they're not bad.
Collective Soul I saw live. That was okay. I've seen Rush live 3 times, and they were great every time.
Rush
That's
Limbaugh.
awesome.
R.I.P.
I've seen Atmosphere live. He's hip hop. I've seen him live quite a few times, and honestly, I really like his work because he changes his material. And the thing, like, I grew up with Grateful Dead, and like they're all improvisational to where they could play the same sets all the time, but it's gonna be different based on where they play it, and it's never the same. To where like Atmosphere, he can play the same set with the exception of a few songs, but he'll change his verses based on what city he's in.
That's pretty dope.
Or mix other songs with others, and like to where it has its own unique feel to it. It's not someone going out and playing the same CD.
Right, so if you see him a couple times, it's different every time in a way.
Yep, you can travel to go see him.
I think the craziest show I've ever been to live was Blue October, because they did like the middle third of the set unplugged.
Oh shit!
Like they took like an intermission, and then they all came back, and they were wearing like, what's the word I'm looking for? They like changed into like more casual clothes.
Okay.
And then they did like an acoustic set for like 20 to 30 minutes. It was only like 4 or 5 songs, but that was pretty nuts. And then they did another intermission.
That's fun.
Then they went back into their suits and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to see like, I don't know. I want to go see a band that's like super professional that like is pretty, like the Killers or something.
Queens of the Stone Age I saw.
I recently just got into the
because
Killers.
like the Killers are super
Yeah.
nasty, and they're like, they're super professional, so
Or,
you
like,
know they're going to be good live. and
Muse.
they've played so many shows too, you know.
Hell yeah.
Muse has to be nuts live.
Yeah. I want to see the Foo Fighters
Yeah.
like wicked
Yep.
badly.
Is
Black
it bad
Keys.
that I just found out the singer of the Foo Fighters was the drummer of Nirvana like a few months ago? Is that bad?
No, because Nirvana isn't that good.
No, Nirvana is not that great.
Nirvana?
Like
Nirvana.
They take some warming up to, I'll be honest.
here's my whole thing with 90s music is that
It's great.
it's great. It's great. Don't get me wrong, but this is the thing is that everybody has like one alternative like grunge 90s band that is like their complete ride or die no matter what.
Alice in Chains.
Soundgarden.
It's probably Alice in Chains. Yeah, Alice in Chains is filthy.
I've seen them live twice. They're so good.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, dude. What about Seether?
No.
What about
Are the Chili Peppers a 90s band?
I think early
I
2000s,
guess.
late 90s.
They've been around since the 80s.
It's late 90s at least.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is very good.
Yeah, but they never
Yeah.
they didn't get big until like mid 90s. I
Yeah.
would say.
And then they got really big in like 05.
Californication, basically.
That was 98.
That was basically the breakout for them, I think.
They had Scar Tissue. Well, Under the Bridge in 91. And Give It Away. I guess they're a 90s band. But they're weird because their music has sounded the same since like 1984.
They're good party music. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're good party music.
Good
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I like about The Offspring, too. The Offspring has a
Yeah.
couple sad songs, but like
Yep.
Foo Fighters, pretty solid. Soundgarden I can jam out, too. Soundgarden I just like because I think Chris Cornell's voice is absolutely perfect. That's really all it is. Because Audio Slave is good too. Alice in Chains. You got me back into Alice in Chains a little bit.
So
They're really fucking
stoked.
amazing.
When I first started this job, I was doing fire hydrant maintenance, so I was out on the road and fucking bumfuck Scribo. And guy Griffin on K-Rock was like, "Hey guys, I'm running out of ideas for songs to play. Somebody call in, make a request," which I haven't done since I was like 12. I'm like, "Can you play some newer Alice in Chains? I know you guys always play like the older, but like their newer albums with Robert Duvall is actually they're pretty good." I'm like, "Can you play Stone?" And he did, and I literally was just riding around cruising to this music. I'm like, yes! Like,
Isn't it crazy that like that's the only way you could hear songs like back in the day?
yes.
Was like you'd have to request them on the radio
Yeah.
instead of opening Apple Music or Spotify or whatever.
Dude, oh my god. The
Yeah,
struggle.
life
back then.
sucked back then.
Yeah, dude.
It was good. It was good in the same breath, though.
You know what's crazy?
In a weird way, right?
It made
Like,
things more special.
You also discovered things more easily too, because like you were kind of like forced to watch it.
Yeah.
Not forced, but you were more inclined to see shit.
As soon as
Yeah.
DVR became a thing, did anybody have TiVo? Did either?
No.
I never had TiVo. I know people that still have TiVo, which is fucking weird.
That's
Yeah.
I haven't
well, it's
heard
different
that name
now.
in 3
I
years.
think it's like a smart TV basically now.
Oh,
It's kind of how they set it up. It has,
fuck
like,
TiVo,
apps.
dude. My only frame of reference for TiVo is the Adult Swim sketches, where TiVo would fucking
I was gonna mention Adult Swim because like
Robot Chicken.
yeah.
Yep.
because that like you used to just put Adult Swim on and just watch whatever. was on there.
That's the one thing I miss about having cable is turning it, because Adult Swim starts at 8 o'clock now. When we were kids, it didn't start till 10.
Damn.
Now it starts at 8. You get King of the Hill for an hour, and then you
It's
get
probably because they were allowed to do that because King of the Hill's mild as far as like,
yeah.
it's on like
There's no
Fox
swearing or
whatever.
anything.
You ever seen Off the Air?
Yes, of course.
They'd play that shit like 2 or 3 in the morning for the fucked up adults.
You guys wear wigs down there at all? You a shot of Biscotti, Manicotti, Kawasaki, Bruschatti, Shibuche, Bushen. Also, apparently Rick and Morty is coming back again. Is that still a thing people are excited about?
It was
know, is
huge for a few years, man.
When we were in high school, it was unmatched because like everybody was. It came out our senior year,
Oh yeah, it did.
and I remember like that was like the one show that everybody watched.
Yep.
That was when it was cool.
The
Yeah.
first season was nuts, though, dude. That show was.
Game changer.
It really was. There was something about it. Maybe it's because it was very surreal, but it was also easily digestible.
I think it was kind of like how when Pink Floyd came out, from what my dad was explaining to me, it appealed to everyone, no matter what niche you were in.
Yeah.
Like, it hit just on that certain level to where everyone could get it.
Yeah. And then I think Rick and Morty just like it got the Doctor Who treatment for me, or whatever treatment, where just I couldn't see anything online about Rick and Morty without just being like, wow, these people are fucking stupid.
It's cringy. It got a cringy fan base.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But like you would expect that with like Pokemon. Not, I don't know.
I know exactly what you guys
You know
are
what I
saying.
mean?
I know
Like,
exactly what you guys are saying.
but it's still a great show. I don't think it takes away from the show.
Yeah, just overhyped sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I probably did that with like fucking Game of Thrones or Pink Floyd.
Well, Game of Thrones got, I mean, pretty much hyped by everybody though.
Yeah, that's true.
It was one of the first shows that was like a phenomenon that like a lot of people were watching. Like lots and lots of people were watching.
And then the last season came out, and you haven't heard a peep since, dude. And now they're making prequels, which is sick. And the prequels take place like a couple hundred years before the main series, and I'm gonna watch them. But like, I hate people, and I think I did this earlier with the "Would you rather have a Chick-fil-A be homophobic or racist?" But I hate people that need to nitpick casting decisions for fictional characters to the extent of like there's a family that's going to be in the prequel from Game of Thrones, and they have darker skin and like silver hair, and there are people that are like, they're not dark enough. It's like, but it's a book.
Right.
How do you know?
But also, even if they're not fictional characters,
Who cares?
well, they're acting. That's the whole point.
Right. Like
That's
the
what
hair
acting
isn't
is.
real.
Yeah.
There's no people with silver hair. Or it's like a silver purplish hair. Like they're a special fucking race of like people
Hair
in the
guys.
universe. And it's like, I don't care what they look like because they're gonna be sick. Like,
Yeah.
just do the show. Make them all blue. I don't care.
Yeah, that would be Avatar, dude. No one complained about everybody being blue in Avatar.
True.
They didn't have blue people play the...
I was thinking of The Last Airbender, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There aren't like any phenomenons anymore. Walking Dead was pretty big for a while until they killed off
I was going to mention that, too. It was one of the
Glenn,
big
Yeah,
shows.
right?
I was about to say.
It was Glenn and Abraham both. That was a sick fake out though, because I was one of those douchebags that read the comics, and like I knew Glenn was gonna die, but we also weren't sure because the season before that, all the people that were supposed to die survived, and all the people that weren't supposed to die died, and they like flip flopped the timeline
That's when I lost interest in the show.
when they deviated.
No, when I'm sorry, when like right around when Glenn was done, I'm just like, all right, this is getting kind of out of hand.
Yeah, dude.
It took me a while ever since they like after like once they got into the prison. That's when I was just like, I don't know if I really like this show anymore, but I'm this far invested where I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I heard it got to the point where like it was just them being creative.
It's
with
just the
ways
same
of
thing.
killing shit.
It's season starts, they're in a new area, everything's good. Oh, everything's not so good. Okay. A mid-tier character dies, a high-tier character dies, big bad battle between the bad guys, and then they go to a new location, and it's all going to be great and prosperous. And then the next season starts, and it's like, oh, things aren't as good as they seem. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it'd be a new character? Yeah, it's like... I feel like more shows should have done the Game of Thrones approach where you have more time in between seasons too, though. Because like The Walking Dead, I felt like they were doing a new season like every 6 fucking months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stranger Things has a long time between their
Yeah.
seasons, and that builds hype like quite a bit.
Yeah. Need a new Star Wars.
Yo, Bad Batch.
Oh,
Is that
have
what
you
you're
seen
talking
it?
about? Yeah.
Is
It's
it
not-
good?
It's not my favorite. I like the other Clone Wars better, but I like that it's new Star Wars and that they're still making it and that they're getting out there. But regular Clone Wars is better. I really like the last season of Clone Wars where Darth Maul was actually involved.
Oh shit, that's what you want,
Dude.
He's a
It was-
fan favorite.
Oh, dude, he was the most
Underutilized.
the most underrated fucking Sith.
They made him look like a kind of a bitch.
Yeah, when he was just in the Phantom Menace, absolutely. But at the end of Solo, where he was like the half robot legs, and you're just like, what? As well as like Clone Wars explains how he just like survived after being cut in half because he was so mad, he was so pissed off.
Are you talking about
That's
the
all you
Clone
have to do
Wars
is be
that was
mad.
the
Cartoon.
2D cartoon or the 3D cartoon?
3D cartoon, the one with 7 seasons.
With Anakin and the girl.
Ahsoka, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sunoco.
Sunoco
Hot
Tado.
dogs for $1 with a membership.
Sudoku, Big Beef.
Star Wars Sunoco hot dogs. They're blue.
That's blue hot dogs. That's a good idea. Remember when in the 90s when they just started changing the color of shit?
Yeah, ketchup, mayonnaise, all that good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just like, I don't know, we have food coloring, so
Fuck yeah.
No,
it
that
sells.
shit, man.
It's different. It sells.
Dude, that
If
fucking
you
purple ketchup, I swear to God, tasted different.
the Heinz
It
Easy
hit
Squirt.
different, didn't it? Yep. Yo, and the thing is, with marketing, it's just how many times have you bought something just be like, oh, that sounds interesting, but you only buy it that once just because it's new and try it. Like,
All the time.
if you get 1 million people to do that, which isn't that many people in the grand scheme of things, if it's like selling something nationwide, you'll make a decent amount of money.
I think the big thing was that they spelled easy with just E and Z, and then they called it Easy Squirt. So
Straight gushing.
because I feel like if you spelled out the word easy, it probably wouldn't hit as hard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was telling me about Hellman's makes ketchup or mayo up or something.
So it's
ketchup and
Fancy sauce?
It's ketchup and mayonnaise
Yeah,
mixed
it's
together.
basically
Is that what
mac
that's
sauce.
called?
No, on Step Brothers, he called it
Oh,
fancy sauce.
That's what McDonald's Big Mac sauce is.
I thought
basically.
Big Mac sauce was Thousand Island with mayonnaise.
It's all fake. That's what
does
that's
that
what the
mean?
liberal media wants to tell you.
Man,
Wow, we've really been going hard on McDonald's.
yeah.
It's definitely happening.
It's bad.
The thing is, and I think I said this before, it's the consistency. You know what you're getting from McDonald's. It's the same thing.
That's why Domino's is great.
Yes, it's the same exact thing. You know what you're getting.
Buffalo chicken wing pizza from Domino's. Let's talk about that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, man.
That's
You
my
don't.
favorite.
You're not flipping a coin or anything. It's
No.
It's just there already.
Yep.
You know what it is.
Hell yeah.
And their pan pizza. That's the. Oh, I was gonna say that. So the pan pizza that Graham makes is just a enhanced version of the pan pizza that Domino's has, where it's crisped. This is fucking great. You got to try it. But you got to come over.
I recently just made a buffalo chicken Detroit style pizza where I made chicken wing dip and put that on as the sauce. Because with Detroit style pizza, sauce goes on top of the cheese.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty great. You should
I
do
just-
a Slim
I don't
Jim
know.
pizza.
Slim Jim pizza, all right. If you
Sometimes it bugs me when the stuff's on top of the cheese.
I don't blame you. The thing is, so like,
I don't know. I
you.
don't know. It just seems like pizza, like
it's
sauce, then cheese, then toppings.
They're-
That's why they're called toppings, not bottomings.
we're New Yorkers, so we're conditioned to this type of thing. But the thing is, so take a New York slice of pizza, made traditionally the way you want it. If you fold that slice of pizza, it hits
It's a
differently.
calzone all of a sudden.
Yes. But the flavor and
It
the
is
way
different.
that it hits different than if you were to bite it traditionally, to where
Yeah.
you get the cheese sauce crust in comparison to where you get the crust sauce cheese. When you eat the Detroit style pizza and the first thing you taste is sauce and then the cheese base and then all that stuff, like it just literally, I can't describe it other than it just hits different.
As long as the sauce is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Straight up. I feel like Little Caesars would be way better if their sauce was a little different. I mean, their crazy bread's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of Little Caesars.
Their
because of
Italian
their
cheese
sauce.
bread is the only thing you have to get. Really.
Yep. Is that their crazy bread? Is that what it is?
No, it's
No,
just,
their Italian cheese bread is
it's literally
the
like-
crazy bread that has the cheese. It's like an Italian dunker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically
Yo, those were good at lunchtime in school. You remember them?
uh-huh.
Their calzones weren't too bad either.
Italian dunkers were like Stouffer's French bread pizzas, basically.
Yeah,
But with
facts.
they were just
I miss buffalo chicken wing
Garlic
pizza
version.
from like middle school.
Dude, the breakfast pizza that we would get before like tests growing up,
Yes.
because it was like that light doughy dough.
Burn dairy breakfast pizza.
It's the way to do it. Oh, we got one of those at work the other day. The lab got pizza and they got an extra pizza and they brought it down to the ER.
Ooh.
And one of our doctors, who isn't from around here, has never had breakfast pizza before. Completely blew him away. He is sitting there and he's like, I don't know how I didn't think that this was going to be perfect,
right.
because it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten high as fuck and called Domino's corporate saying that I think you should make breakfast pizza?
No, but I got high as fuck and argued with Pies guys because they were you there about the breakfast calzone?
Yes.
Dude, I don't think I've ever been that angry in my entire fucking life.
I'm very adamant that it was a calzone.
So we're all hanging out, we're watching the fights. It was a big fight night too, because we had quite a few people over.
Yep.
What was the last pay-per-view before this one?
I can't remember.
I had to
names.
look it up because I got to get
The
my
one
frame of
before
reference
this
right.
one?
It was we just did 262. Maybe it was 258. Yes, it was 258. It was maybe it was 257. No, it was 258 because it was Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns.
Oh.
Yep.
It was right before not Thanksgiving. It was right before Valentine's Day, and or right after, either or, right around Valentine's Day. And we ordered Pies Guys, and I saw that they have breakfast pizza, and I called, and we had a huge fucking order. We had like a
I didn't know they had
loaded fried pizza.
Yeah.
We had like
We had-
wings, garlic pizza.
Oh yeah, it was loaded fried pizza, a pepperoni pizza, garlic pizza, 50 wings, and loaded fries maybe or something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, I see you guys do breakfast pizza. Can you do a breakfast calzone? And the girl on the phone's like, oh, of course we can do that. That's not a problem. And I'm like, well, I'll take a breakfast calzone then. And I added like 5 toppings to it too. I got like, on top of just the egg and cheese, I did bacon, ham, and sausage, and onion, and green peppers. And I was sitting there. You showed up right after I ordered it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all sitting there, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world. Because I get breakfast calzones from fucking Calio's, and they're great. And like, they're like, okay, it's going to be ready in a half hour. And like 25 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden they're calling us. And we're like, oh, that's weird. Uh-oh. And I
text you first.
Oh, yeah,
They
he texted
text
me.
you.
Yeah, he texted me first.
He's like, call
Now
us.
we can actually figure out when it is.
Yes. They text you and they're like, hey, give us a call. This is the dude from Pies Guys. Give me a call when you get a second or whatever. And I remember when you were on the phone, like I watched your face and I just saw.
So
all
let me
the
rephrase
happiness.
that. That was March 20th. I was wicked off. It wasn't even enough. It was Kevin Holland.
That was my birthday.
It was indeed. It was a fight night, but still, we had a lot of people over. Yeah, he texted me. He said, Pies Guys, can you call me? I'm like, okay. So I called him, and he goes, yeah, I don't know what the girl on the phone was thinking, but they can't actually do a breakfast. We can't actually do a breakfast calzone. And I go, why not? And he goes, well, the way that we make our breakfast pizza is that we cook the eggs on the stove while the pizza is cooking, and we throw the eggs on halfway through the pizza being cooked. And I go, okay.
So still do that.
I go, you can't just do all that and then make it a calzone. And he goes, yeah, there's no way. And I go, well, Calio's can do that.
Why didn't you just
Why,
get
I go, why can't you just cook the eggs first and then throw them in the calzone? I go, it doesn't have to be perfect. And like Graham said, I go, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I was extremely adamant that it has to be a calzone.
Why didn't you just get? I was gonna say, that's the hard part, though. Why don't you just get the pizza and then fold it?
Me?
Yeah,
Why should I do all the work?
because they don't do the calzone.
If you go on the menu,
Does it say breakfast calzone?
it says calzone, and you can do. It says any toppings available for pizzas we can do for calzones.
Oh shit, you right.
Yeah, because they do fucking buffalo chicken calzones. They do barbecue chicken calzones.
Yeah,
I
guess
felt
you're
so
right.
sad for you. I saw all the happiness get sucked out of your fucking body when you made eye contact with me when you're.
Oh,
on the
I
phone,
just
you're
dropped, and I fucking threw a temper tantrum. Like I was fucking mad because. Like, we were just hyping it up. Their calzones are fucking huge, by the way. Like, their calzones are like this big.
Damn.
Like, they're big fucking calzones.
I should
Pizza
gotta get one.
Villa does that too.
Pizza Villa's calzones are great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fuck
no, I was just I was upset beyond measure.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of a lame.
Kind of
move.
a dumb excuse.
Yeah. He probably just didn't feel like making it, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Or he doesn't like the looks of you.
Well, I got
Doesn't like
there. So I got there, and the guy was like, dude, Wes and I went to pick it up, and I got there, and I'm like, yeah, we're here for the pickup for Jones. And he goes, oh, are you the guy on the phone? I'm like, yeah. He goes, dude, I'm really sorry. He goes, there's just no way that we could have done a calzone. And I go, well, I mean, there is, but it's fine. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Like,
Oh my god.
There is a way.
Well, I mean, you could have done it, but
The cool thing is that, to make up for the fact that the girl on the phone lied to me,
she got fired instantly.
no, they didn't charge me for any of the toppings. So I got a specialty pizza for like $12. It was supposed to be like $19.
Hey,
Like it was
Pretty good.
So,
that's awesome.
but here's what pissed me off. Because I still wasn't
I
satisfied.
want Pies Guys now.
You know what pissed me off still was that I also wanted it well done. They didn't do that. Mm-hmm. We put it in the oven when we got back to Kristen's because it wasn't cooked enough. I like my pizza like slightly overcooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know?
you do.
You know,
He always gets it well done.
Understandable.
Because
I like my wings extra crispy sometimes.
You definitely want them crispy.
Oh yeah.
You don't want Domino's.
You know what Zach sold me on though
rubber
is get
shit.
your wings naked, extra crispy, and just get the sauce in a bowl on the side.
Yep. Way less messy.
Yep.
That's the fucking
And you
move.
get
I do it every
concentrated-
single time.
You get concentrated flavor every bite.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's.
I got it.
I'm glad other people think that way.
Hell
Because
yeah,
that's
man.
literally what I always do. And then sometimes you just, then you can also have the option if you want the plain wing once in a while.
And you can
You can eat
change
one
up your
plain wing.
sauce. You
Yeah.
can change up your sauce. Get a variety of sauces on the side. Mm-hmm. I bet you get GJP occasionally because you live close to them, don't you? I actually ordered them the other day. They're super fucking good.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
expensive, but it's good.
It reminds me of old school Enzo's.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Bridge Street just had regular hours, man. I love
What
their
is their hours? How
don't
is
know.
that a thing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look these up and I'm gonna go because how
Call 'em.
how
Get
how,
them on
how?
the fucking horn right now and ask.
I mean, these hours are the most sporadic bullshit things I've ever fucking seen in my entire life, and I can't understand it. And they close real soon. Okay, so Friday, 3:30 to 8:30. Saturday, closed.
Why?
Sunday, 3:30 to 8:30.
Why?
Monday and Tuesday, closed.
Why?
Wednesday and Thursday, 3:30 to 8:30. So, okay, we're 3:30 to 8:30 every day except Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday.
What the fuck, dude?
So,
People want pizza on Saturdays.
Wait, you say 8:30 to 8:30?
3:30 to 8:30.
5 hours that they're open.
Is Bridge Street even
4
that
days a
good though?
week.
Like to be this upset? I'm not saying that to be coy. I really don't know.
I don't give a shit. I just don't understand their fucking hours.
To me, yes.
Why would you be closed Saturday and not Sunday? Sunday's usually the day that like our business would close.
Exactly, dude. All the good restaurants are closed. Well, I shouldn't say all of them.
Yeah,
All the
McDonald's
good
is open on
restaurants
Sunday.
Are closed on like Mondays and shit,
point.
which is whack. Or Sundays, like
But then Monday and Tuesday you're closed, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is there. It's basically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday is when they're open.
it's so weird. It's so spotty.
It makes no sense. And every time I've ever wanted Bridge Street, I go, I wonder if they're open. By some miraculous chance, they're open. Never are. Because it's a fucking Tuesday or some shit. And you're just like, what? People like pizza on Tuesday.
People like pizza every day.
Most people like pizza on Tuesday. That's the best day to get pizza.
Yeah. Saturday specifically is what
Saturday is
warps my
mind
mind.
blowing,
Yeah.
especially if you're a college, like near the college.
Yeah.
Like what? Do they even deliver anymore?
You have to pay rent and you're on Bridge Street.
How? Yes, that's my biggest thing. Is like, how do they afford to be a business?
It was good when that was Enzo's, right?
Yes. When it was
Yeah.
Enzo's, that's when it was in its prime. You could get a whole cheese
$5
pizza for like
bucks.
$5 or $6.
Yeah, dude. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? You could get an 18-inch pepperoni pizza for $10 even.
And then you're just like, I'm walking away with this. Stop me because I feel like I'm robbing you.
And let's be real. We talk about this all the time, but I fucking miss Franco's, dude. I really, honestly do. Like,
yeah,
sincerely
it was
miss
nice
Franco's.
because he would sprinkle a little bit of cocaine in the top.
Yeah. Keep you coming back.
Got
for
him
more.
going young.
So, the only problem I had with Franco's is that it gave me the poops.
Yeah.
But,
no, that'll happen.
well, I mean, I'm just different, I guess. But the coolest thing that happened is when we went in Harborfest, and he comes up to our table and he goes, "I just found fucking $20 on the ground, and you guys drop this," and we're all like high and drunk and half shot,
and it's like noon.
And he goes, I think there's 3 of us, and he goes, "How about I give one of you or each of you $5, and I'll keep 5." And we're like, "All right, that pays for my pizza that I just bought."
It was me, you, Connor, and Stubba.
Okay.
And he gave you and I each 5, and then he kept the rest.
Okay, really?
Yeah, because they were playing Turtles in Time, or whatever. They were playing the arcade machine.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, but that paid for my pizza at the time. I was like, shit.
I remember we walked out, and Connor was like, "Do you think he had that 20 on him and just did that to keep us eating pizza
Maybe,
there?"
that's possible.
Because he gave us those $5, and then we just bought more pizza.
Right. He fed it right to you guys.
It was
That's how he
great
does
though.
Yeah, that honestly is a great business tactic.
Well, it's funny when you said it was like noon or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
it got me thinking about drinking in the daytime, like during Harborfest or whatever, because it's awful. And there's a lot of reasons it's awful, but mainly because you're sweating your ass off in an open field with the sun directly above you, and you've drank 13 beers or whatever, and you're just like, and everyone else is around you. You don't know most of these people, and you're trying to find somebody that you know.
You know what's funny? No matter who you are, the high schoolers always hang out in the same spot.
In the pit, dude.
Yeah, in the pit. And I'm on the outskirts getting food, and I'm just like, that was me 5 years ago. And I'm just like, it's funny how they just know
you're just
where
like
to congregate.
You're like, standing there watching them like favorably. You're like, oh man,
it's like
that used to be me.
It's like Harborfest psychology. I'm just like, okay, so they navigate there. I'm over here, and like it's just fucking weird that it's the same.
Yeah.
And then you see the people that are our age that are still going into those groups, like the mayor, you know?
Oh my. Oh my god.
He gets deep in those groups.
I remember going there, like the last Harborfest was...
You better watch it. We're going to get shut down.
Yeah. 2 years ago. And
they're going to like outlaw podcasts in Oswego.
We would have been 22, 23. But I remember like my little sister was in that group, and it was just like weird.
Yeah.
Like I went up, I can't remember what I did. I bought her like a bottle of Fireball or something, and I just like straight up didn't give a fuck. I'm just walking across that field with like a tote bag with a fucking handle of Fireball in it. I'm like, here. And then I'm like looking around talking to her friends, and I'm like, why the fuck am I here? Like,
it's really cool too because you're always drinking warm alcohol at all points in time.
Was it Colin that had the Camel bag full of PBR? And he forgot to put the ice thing in the Camel bag, so he literally had like 85-degree PBR.
That's awesome. It goes down easier.
Piss. Oh man, no, that's just funny to think about. But yo, like,
I just don't like day drinking, I guess. I don't know.
I love it. I can day drink alone. I'll day drink alone and play video games all day.
Yeah, but that's like different than being outside and walking around and shit.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
I gotta be in the mood. But if I get €1 out of Harborfest, I can go home after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A gyro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
I got a gyro from fucking Port City last week.
They're very good.
Really good, dude.
Very good.
I wish they just had cheese.
Yeah.
You can bring your own cheese.
That's I should.
You just show up with like a sack of cheese.
I bring
I'm just
feta.
gyro.
I just bring some feta. But they're good. They need cheese.
I feel like
ask
some good
them for cheese?
mozzarella would be good on there.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for it, request it.
That's
I always forget to. Because it's what? It's lamb. It's like a lamb fillet, lettuce, tomato, onion, cucumber, and celery, and then that tzatziki sauce.
Man,
they're better.
Dude. You guys are sending me on a roller coaster.
They're not
I'm like hungry, and I don't
think
know,
they're
like,
better than the ones at Harborfest.
Yeah,
I don't think they're better than the ones at Harborfest because the ones at Harborfest are just so messy and great. But like,
because I've been on, dude. Like, I literally was like, all right, I'm definitely getting McDonald's, and then I was like, probably should get pizza, right? And now we're like, probably should get some random other shit, and that's just like you keep talking me into shit, and I don't like it.
Well, I ate like such a piece of shit when I got back from my grandma's today because I got home. I had my leftover Azteca, and then I had a microwave burrito that I bought at the Sunoco yesterday, and then I had chips and salsa, and then I had a bowl of Raisin Bran.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't eat last night. I got home last night. I got home yesterday and I slept all day, and I woke up at like 6, and then I went to my friend's house and had a bonfire. I had a single s'more, then I got back home and went back to bed.
How do you only eat one s'more? That's not possible.
S'mores.
Dude, I didn't want to get them caught in my beard. I fucking...
Have you ever had a s'mores with a Reese's peanut butter cup or an almond joy?
Yes.
So good.
Also, Nutella.
Oh.
My that's what my parents do. My parents do like chocolate frosting or Nutella.
You could do fluffernutter.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, you guys are onto something. Okay, but yo, s'mores are
Getting
the
hard.
flavor of summer.
Yes.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Yo, a good s'mores sundae from like a soft serve ice cream place that you walk up to, so good, so fucking good.
Yeah, who came up with that shit?
Probably someone who under the influence of marijuana.
Yeah, I guarantee marijuana is to credit for
S'mores?
No, Sunday s'mores.
All
Ice
of
cream
those
sundae
things. All of the above.
Yeah, that or some TikToker before TikTok was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just combine this with this.
Yep. TikTok is a nightmare now.
Let's put this on top of this.
It's like, haha, check this out. This thing was this. Quick swipe thing. Now it's this. That's the end of the video, and then you go to the next one.
I'm so happy I didn't.
I don't go on TikTok
Yeah,
anymore.
I
As soon as I got bored of making fun of retarded people on TikTok, I stopped going on
That was
TikTok.
what it was for.
That's all it was for. Now it's surveillance.
Yeah.
Yo. So, I have no evidence behind this. And I've never
You
downloaded
usually
TikTok.
don't need it. You don't need evidence anymore.
But this is how I feel, and I'm gonna say it because it's the truth. But so you know how there's been studies on certain slot machines and casinos to where the certain colors that they display attract certain
Yeah,
people
it's feedback.
and attention span and gets you sucked in, addicted, whatever. I literally think the pace and the format of TikTok is addicting. To where
Yes.
I've seen people go through hours of their time. They're like, "Wow, I didn't even know blah blah blah." And it's like, yeah, dude. I think like it's meant to do that.
Wasn't there a study based on like the reason why people spend so much time on social media, specifically on their phones, is because scrolling the phone. Like, I feel like before we had Facebook on our phones, I wasn't on Facebook that often. But when you're on, it's just like
You're not even reading anything. You're just fucking scrolling.
exactly, yeah.
It is fun to scroll.
You know, it's kind of crazy though.
Is today Friday?
It is. Happy fucking Friday, guys.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Four
happy
Loko Friday. It's room temperature.
Let's drink this room temperature stuff because it's
Cheers, man.
Friday.
It's not cold no mo, but that's okay. So, you know, we all know how Facebook's listening to your conversation to sell you ads or determine what ads you're using.
They're listening right now.
When does it stop?
It doesn't.
Were you there when I was
I'm talking like does it go into your personal relationships?
Oh, of course
does
it
it
does.
go? Does it find out? It's like a mass surveillance system.
It's-
It's like when does it stop?
Did I tell you what happened to me Saturday that freaked me out? Christy bought that new tequila that I can't remember what the name is, but we always drink tequila shots when we have fights, and Christy got a different brand,
Okay.
and she goes, "Yeah, I got this new tequila. I know it's gold, but apparently it's like almost as good as Patron." We're like, "Oh hell yeah!" So she like sets it on the table. We take a shot. I go from taking that shot of tequila to going outside to smoke a cigarette, and I sit down, open up Facebook, and the first thing on my Facebook is an ad for that tequila.
Yep.
And it's like I don't even. What was the thing that sent Dave and I down a spiral? Gas can spouts. Dave and I were talking about gas can spouts on Discord one day, and then the next fucking day we were getting ads on YouTube for gas can spouts.
I don't.
That's a real thing.
For what? Gas can spouts?
I don't fish. I haven't fished since I was a kid. I was talking with my coworkers, and they're just like, "Yeah, I keep my minnows in this container when I for bait or whatever." I go home, fucking fishing advertisements for gear. And it's like, I don't fucking fish. You were just listening to me talking about fishing with somebody else.
Well, your microphone's always on, so like.
Yeah, that's why your phone dies so fast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If you put it on airplane mode, your shit's great, dude. That should have lasted me 4 days.
We can also receive a lot of.
You can't
calls.
do anything, but it's on. And my watch, I mean, this thing it only lasts me a day if I'm actually doing stuff on it.
That's why I won't ever get one of those, because I feel like I'll have it die and then I just won't use it for a couple days.
Yeah, true. I just charge it every night like my phone.
But my question is, are there ulterior motives other than sales for surveillance, for listening?
Propaganda, mostly.
That's what I'm thinking. But
I think it's mostly marketing.
when does it stop? That's my concern. When is the line drawn?
There is none.
China.
Because, so the Oculus, the VR thing, has cameras that's how it picks up where your shit is.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, if you double tap on a side, it switches to pass through, so you can see your environment around you from the cameras. So, who's to say Facebook, who owns Oculus, isn't just looking at your fucking house all the time? Mm-hmm. There's fucking like 8 cameras on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's a little sketchy.
Also, like,
they're gonna sell you ads for your own house. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I saw you were interested in this house."
Those like
"Hey."
Roombas, those vacuum cleaners.
Yeah,
They measure the dimensions of whatever they're vacuuming.
yeah. You have to put it on like
Store.
a scan mode or something first, and then it'll like figure out where shit is. It maps your whole house basically.
Yeah. Where is this going? Where does it end? Why?
Well, the Roomba needs to know.
Well, yeah.
And I'm sure the Roomba's talking to the CEO of Google or whatever and going, "This guy has a lot of shit in his house. It's a problem." Or whatever. Like, I don't know. How much do they care?
He has too many Beanie Babies.
Like, the question, you know? Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. Most people are probably not doing shit that's really that, like, worth being surveilled.
Yeah.
You know? They're just fucking watching Netflix or whatever.
No,
and
for
they
sure.
get GJP once in a while.
Well, that's the big thing, too, is I'm
GJP?
always, like, shirtless or naked in my house, so, like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Mostly, or I wear a shawl. I've been wearing a shawl lately.
I think it's funny when people tape over their webcams, but they also have a cell phone that has a front-facing camera, or like they have a fucking like anything that has a camera on it. But their
Yeah.
webcam on their laptop is the one that's giving all the feeding Google all the information.
Well, you ever watch Snowden?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just joking, but yeah.
I saw Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
Gattaca.
Yeah.
What happened to Cuba Gooding Sr.?
He was, I don't know, he was never around, man. He was one of those going to get cigarettes type of guys.
Classic.
Never came
Classic
back.
Cuba. All about that tobacco. Yeah, man.
That's just weird. That's all.
Yeah, it is definitely weird. I don't know, man. Maybe we'll just eventually just all
You know
be in a
what's weird? Why is
simulation.
this
And
camo?
maybe we're already
Why
in a
is this
simulation.
a camo can.
Because if you're in a room that is red, gray, and black, then it's hard to find.
That's the urban camo that you could get on Modern Warfare 2 for your guns.
That was
What
the coolest
that?
one.
25 headshots or 50?
I don't remember.
Fall was the last one. Well, gold technically,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Fall sucked.
Wait, but
Fall
Monster
camo was dumb as fuck.
Monster did it first, dude.
You had
They had the
you
red
had
can.
forest, desert, urban, digital. No, you had forest, desert, digital, urban, blue tiger, red tiger, and fall.
Red Tiger's the one.
Red tiger was dope. Urban was sick. No, I know what you're talking about. It was the black, white, red, and gray.
Oh, I do. I like the. I just like the monochrome ones that are black and white though. Those are badass.
Like with the squares.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
sweet. It's good for stormtroopers too.
I kind of want to play. I kind of want to get. I want to get home and just play. I want to download Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So I may or may not have just put some money out in my account, but
Did you?
yeah, but it's also like $60, and I'm thinking about all the other things I could do with $60.
You know, that's at least a few quarter pounders with cheese.
Yeah. Bridge Street Pizza just
Right.
closed 8 minutes ago. So
Damn it!
that's a
But-
shame.
Damn, dude, it's just whack.
That's what it is. It's the whack pack.
Is what it is.
I got a head this large. I got a big head. You love the whack pack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I live for the whack bag.
Yeah.
I just watched them do Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher.
Oh really?
Well,
That's
it's not.
pretty cool.
It's not like it just came out, but I did just recently see it. Pretty funny.
I don't think I've seen it. I was having a conversation with Katie last night about she thinks that everybody's gonna have to show vaccination passes for anything, basically.
Isn't that illegal?
I'm thinking it's entirely not gonna happen for one reason. No one's gonna want to fucking check people.
That is true.
It's gonna create jobs if they do. I'll tell you that much. But I just don't see that being a thing. Like, this country's too based on fucking people not following the rules anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this country was founded on. Not following the rules.
That's true.
They're just like, we don't really want to do the whole king and queen situation, so we're gonna go over here and do this.
All
shit.
these treaties we've made to keep peace, we don't want to do them.
We're
anymore.
not into that anymore.
Fuck that shit. Yep.
I just can't. Like, I don't know. I don't believe that there's a motivation for that.
I think it's illegal. You have to.
I think it's an actual HIPAA violation.
It is, yeah.
Like, to make it mandatory. Now, for like private events, I can understand. Like,
actually,
Bills
yeah,
games are gonna be doing
that actually makes sense. By like the word of the HIPAA, like basically like what do they have? Like mandate of some sort. They have to have it written in text somewhere. So literally, you're divulging medical, like medical condition or your medical diagnoses or vaccination.
I just bought concert tickets to where I think it's required to get in.
Yeah, like now, I guess I could see it,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Shit, a year from now, everybody's just gonna be jerking off on each other again. So
There you go.
again, as if like that was just like the normal
More
shit.
than ever, this summer, Steven Seagal returns, and he's jacking off on everybody
He's jacking everywhere.
yet again.
And then it does like those stupid trailer transitions.
It's been over a year since the coming of Steve Seagal.
Don't say coming though.
Yeah, you can't say coming. Makes
Why
me
not?
think of fucking dicks blowing their loads.
Yeah, dude.
We're talking about jerking off on people.
We're talking about jerking
This summer,
Jacking off.
Steven Seagal returns, and he's better than ever.
Yeah, Skippy.
I always wanted to do like I've always wanted a YouTube channel where we just make fake movie trailers.
I've kind of wanted.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. I've kind of wanted to get into making commercials because I see so many shitty ones to where I'm like, yo,
How are these marketing teams that bad?
my half-assed ideas are better than these ones.
Yeah.
Tim and Eric commercials are way better than any of these are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, really.
But all you got to do in reality, if you want to sell your product, and this is for anyone who ever wants to sell their product, just tell Shaq that you want to sell your product, and he will be in your commercial. And all he has to do is grin a little bit, and then you buy it. You buy the shit because Shaq, he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to say what the product is and like smile a little bit. And
You know what's funny is
people eat that shit up.
I was
dude.
actually reading
I watched 2 consecutive Shaq commercials before you guys got here.
well
different
was
commercials.
one of them the General?
One was the General, and the other was like
Gold
a
Bond.
laser jet ink cartridge commercial.
Yes.
That's funny.
So the thing that I like
there's
about
Gold Bond,
Shaq
and there's
in the
something
General
else.
is that when he first became an NBA player, he went to all these marketing meetings and stuff, like in between being drafted and starting.
Okay.
So like his first off season or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I'm with
he
you.
got drafted by Orlando, and then in between him being drafted and actually playing, he wanted to like dip his toes into advertising. And all these other companies are like, you're a rookie, you haven't even played yet, we're not going to give a shit, we're not going to have you do our ads.
He's an unproven talent.
Yeah, and the General was the only company that let him audition for commercials, and that's why he's been with the General.
Okay.
He's like, they were the only company that let me advertise for them when I was a rookie.
Dude,
so.
their whole marketing campaign is about their commercials being bad.
Well, that too, and it's also like
that's what it is.
it's also like, look how much bigger Shaq is than the General. That's what their fucking commercial is. Isn't it funny how Shaq is gigantic
the
compared
funniest
to
thing
the General?
though is that they can make the General whatever size
because he's animated.
Yeah, it's CGI.
With a great low rate, you could get online, go to the general to save some time. But apparently, like, Shaq's the reason that company's even still around.
Why don't they just make Shaq the general? Have him take over.
They did
when the
once.
general
I
dies.
guarantee you they did once.
The general's got to die though. He's been old for a while, right?
It'd be funny if they had David Robinson come in, and you have the admiral and the general,
Yeah.
and Shaq. What is Shaq? Big Diesel.
It doesn't matter. Just put Shaq in it though. In
Shaq-
the background.
Shaq.
Just have him standing there.
The big
Smiling.
Aristotle. That's my favorite of his nicknames. Is the big Aristotle.
I've never heard that one. That's funny. I remember watching MTV Cribs.
They're just making him up at this point.
MTV Cribs, and they're going through Shaq's house, and just the size of his bed that he had custom made.
I saw that. It was gigantic.
Jesus.
It was like what, 16 feet by 13 feet or something.
Something like that.
It's the size of this entire
Yeah,
like
Shaq
living area.
Stradamus.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Fucking bananas.
That is ridiculous. Why would you need it? Probably from the 18 women that he has in his bed every night.
Hell yeah.
Shaq's just like, how do I
Shaq-
fit? Because these are, every one of these is a dick for him. Like the
Right.
size of his hand, you know? It's like 6-inch fingers.
Fucking A, man. It must be intense being that.
He's just got a bitch on every finger.
Them sweet ladies.
That's so weird, dude.
Is Shaq is the coolest NBA player ever, right?
I would say.
He's up there.
Yeah, he definitely
there.
is the coolest.
Kobe's dead, and he was also an alleged rapist, which apparently is a bad thing to
Isn't-
be nowadays.
Yeah, isn't everybody an alleged rapist?
If you're
Eventually.
successful, I think so.
Eventually,
Yeah.
eventually you are.
If you have 100,000 views on anything, you're an alleged rapist. That's how it works. So I'm glad we're hovering underneath that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Watch us as soon as we hit 100,000 views on like anything. They're just like, he raped me in 96 or whatever. And
like,
I'm like,
I was a
what? I was
baby.
5, dude. What are you talking about?
His beard made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
He never
was-
did
It tickled
anything
me a little
but-
bit. I don't like
I was
it.
listening to Come Town the other day, and they were talking about like famous YouTubers and athletes saying the N-word on Twitch.
No,
And one of the guys is like, that's literally what Twitch is how
exactly
long
what it
can
is.
you play video games online in public before you say a racial slur?
Yes.
That's what it is.
There's literally a black guy that is on there that like tries to get people to say it as fast as he can. And it's hilarious. Because it works. And it works real fast.
That's ridiculous. Jeez.
He like literally puts a timer on and then tries to get him to call him the N-word. It's awesome.
That's wild. I didn't know such things exist.
That's what you want, man.
I don't know if I want that, but I can imagine there's sick fucks that do.
It's just fucking crazy that I think people think they have like this like there's a freedom on these games somehow. They think that they can just say whatever they want and it's fine. But now everybody has a Twitch. So like it's going to be broadcast to the world, my friend. And I don't know, I don't give a shit if your name like if your gamer tag is fucking Crazy Larry Bird Donkey 6438 or whatever. They're still going to find out who you are. Because chances are you're also Bird Donkey Larry 28 or whatever somewhere else.
Yep. Yep.
On Reddit, and then people just look at your Reddit history and it's just fucking, you know, shit porn and fucking weird shit.
I'm just like way too nice on Reddit, but people are nice to me because my username's name is a woman's name.
Oh my god, if you're a girl on Reddit, dude, you win. You get karma instantly.
Yeah, nobody makes fun of me at all.
Nope.
It's great.
They go, oh,
It's
you're
just
a girl.
it's
I'll
just a
vote.
woman it's just a woman's name. Is my account.
And then they just upvote it
Yeah.
instantly.
It's me giving back to the community.
Good for you, man.
It works out okay.
Yeah, dude. There's some ugly sections of Reddit, man.
Like the entire thing. My favorite thing about it right now is that every website is staunchly pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, but they don't have anything to say other than the fact is like, look what they're doing. That's awful. Isn't it awful? What we're doing is good, but what they're doing is bad. And that's just the entire internet right now.
Yeah.
So, from a dumb person's point of view, this is what I've learned in So after World War One, Great Britain promised this land that is Israel and Palestine right now to both Palestinians and Israelites, which is the Holy Land, and Palestinians were originally there, and Israel was promised this land to where they
I think it was after World War II.
after World War II. I thought it was after World War One.
Maybe it was.
I'll
Yeah,
have to look
either
into
or.
it.
I think
Okay,
it'd be
I'll have to
World
look
War.
into it to where
I think it'd be
Is
World
there-
War One.
is
Right?
there no blame for Great Britain sectioning off this land?
Well, the thing is that from my understanding, it wasn't like they just dumped them there. Like they made an agreement, but you know how religion is.
That's
You
the
know how
problem.
those people are
I was
over
going to
there.
say that's the problem is that it's holy land.
Yeah.
That's where the issue lies.
And they've been fighting over it for hundreds of years, and how it
Almost
hasn't-
like
Why can't
literally,
you guys just both have it?
they've literally been fighting for
You
that
know?
land for about 2,020 years.
okay.
Why
Or
don't you just share
more. 2020. What year is it?
You guys can have it on the weekends. We'll have it on during the week, and then we'll flip flop. We'll do
The-
2-2-1 or something. We'll do that.
I just don't understand why. I just
Anyone-
don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone from outside point of view is like, we don't get it. It's and
The only
it's like,
reason I
why
get it is because it's religious.
Mhm.
That right there, like inherently leads you to conflict.
Yeah.
It just does.
Mhm.
There's no avoiding it, and you can follow a religion and be fucking a great person, and not ever be violent in your life. But there are people in religions that are going to be fucking crazy people, and it's just that simple. And they're gonna follow these things to the fucking T, and they believe it's true gospel. That is the truth. For some reason, even though there's 70 million other fucking holy books that for some reason discredit.
Realistically, like the whole, no matter what culture or religion you get down to, it's probably the lesson from what I've learned is just try to be the best person
Be
you
a
can
good
be and
person.
help others.
That's it.
But people take that way too far.
Why can't you just ignore the rest of the book though? That's the only thing you need.
Yeah.
Is just go be good, and then the rest of the book can fuck right off. There's a lot of pages, dude. I don't want to read all that shit. Just be nice.
But no, a lot of we're
Or just be
in,
an asshole.
We're
I
in
don't know.
Western
Shit.
civilization to where like what we've been exposed to is limited. But if you look at all cultures, religions, backgrounds, that's the main gist of it. Be the best person you can be. Treat others people's right. Help each other.
Mhm.
And
The
figure
problem
stuff
is
out.
when
Don't
you
hurt
start to
anybody
go
else.
like everybody else who isn't being the same way you are, you should probably blow them up though.
love your brother, love your neighbor,
neighbor.
but if you're a different race or you're gay or whatever, then that's not okay.
That's
It's
not
like
good.
no,
Yeah, that's
take
bad.
people who they are. They're your fellow man. Take them.
I don't
That's
know.
the real.
That guy likes to touch mushroom tips, and like I don't know, I'm not like into it, so I don't like that guy. That guy's my neighbor, but like I don't know, his TV's too loud sometimes, so I don't like him.
No, there's weird just lines being drawn in the sand all the time, and I understand. Like as long as
Literally.
literally, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. There you go.
Oh, I get it. Sand.
Yep. If my point of view, if you're not hurting anybody else and not taking away from anyone else's freedoms, do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. Except wear a mask, though.
Yep.
Definitely wear a mask, because that's hurting everybody and taking away their freedoms.
Oh, that's weird, man. It's all fucking weird to make sense of. I mean, I don't have it all figured out. No one does, but it's just weird being in the middle of being born into this mold that we're figuring out
Yeah.
life in, and it's just like,
I just don't get
so
when-
ugly to each other. Like, yeah.
Yes. Why is it necessary to be? The thing is, like, you meet somebody and like it's impossible to not have an assumption about them. Like you can't like not judge somebody. It's just impossible. You will have some sort of judgment, whether you think you do or not.
Yeah.
There is. You're placing a judgment on somebody, but that is frequently based on your previous biases that you've learned over
Yep.
the years.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. You have to learn to ignore biases. I don't know. I'm not trying to like preach, but
Yeah.
fuck, just like why can't you just meet somebody and because I don't know where you were from, what you've grown up knowing, what you've done. You could have fucking done the same shit I did. You look different than me. You could have watched Dragon Ball Z on Thursday or whatever when you came home from school. Done the same shit I did. Maybe you skateboarded.
I found religion to be a lot easier when I stopped trying to involve other people in it. When I was just practicing alone.
I think my biggest problem with religion is when they push it on
You
other
can do
people.
whatever you want. Nobody can tell you that you're doing it wrong, and you don't have to talk to people about it because why should they be involved in
They
your
don't
own
need it.
quest? You know what I mean?
I heard-
Which is funny because you remember me growing up, and I was like I wasn't atheist. I was like staunchly like anti-religion up until like a couple years ago, probably when I moved out. Honestly, my parents are pretty. My dad's very like anti-religion, so I think that's where it comes from.
I heard someone say it perfectly. It's like religion's like a dick. Keep it in your pants and don't shove it down people's throats.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty well
It's
said.
very accurate.
but I
actually.
love shoving my dick down people's throats. Like, don't get me wrong.
If it's consensual.
If it's consensual,
Yeah. Well, not. I mean, nowadays it's like just do whatever you want, and then maybe you'll get called out on it.
I'll just carry a sign saying on the side of the road, like, I have a giant dick. I want to say, show it down.
you know what I have been going through though. I've been going through a Josh Potter situation.
I don't know who that is.
Well, what like
Is that Harry Potter's brother?
what about it?
I can't come.
You just can't
Haven't
come.
been able to come with a woman.
Really?
Yeah,
I wonder what that's got to be a mental block of some sort.
it's got to be. I've done once, just in case anybody listening wants to know how my sex life is going. It's going
Maybe-
very well, but I just can't come.
Maybe you're gay as shit, dude.
Maybe I'm super gay. But yeah,
Spy, dude.
no, dude, I did everything. Everybody's like, stop watching porn. I'm like, I haven't watched porn in a while. Stop
Dude, I
jerking
always
off. I
wonder-
haven't been jerking off that much.
I always wonder like if there's actually.
I'm getting. Remember when we had a long discussion a while ago about hate boners?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting hate boners back where like it hurts. You know, you ever get a boner like that?
And it just can't go away. It doesn't matter. You could think about fucking.
Oh,
like,
dude, and it
bottles
hurts.
or whatever.
It's like super sensitive.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's cool.
Whenever I get
The
some,
problem is every time I have that, there's nowhere to put it. I
Yes!
can't put it anywhere.
I know that happened to me the other night, and like, I was told like, she was just like, you can't. This is too much. Like, we gotta stop. And I'm like, I didn't get to come yet. This isn't fair. And she goes, but it's too much.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool.
just flex your
I
legs.
know
really
that's the
hard.
problem is when I have like the hardest boners.
Oh yeah.
The hardest boners is like when things aren't going.
There's no hole.
Yeah, there's nowhere to put it. And then when it's like when the opportunity arises, then you have to start from scratch. You know? It's like, why can't we use the one I've worked on for a little while?
Yeah, dude. And then you wake up after not busting the night before. You wake up and your boner it's back with a vengeance. And you
You're doing
can't
a
even
cock
piss.
push up. You're
You can't
doing a cock
even
push up
piss.
off the bed.
Yeah, you can't even. Oh, dude, it's the worst. And I have to walk across. Like, I have to get up and put my pants on, and then like walk down to the other end of the hall where the bathroom is. And I'm like, there's 3 other people living in this house
Yeah.
that
Trying to pee
probably are
with a
going to see my
boner
dick.
is
Yo, in the
difficult.
morning when you take this pee, you ever have like fucking you
You have
put
to
your
lean up
hands
against
against
the
the wall and you're
wall.
like, ugh. Yep.
And it just dribbles out.
We all know the struggle.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love being a guy, though. I mean, like,
Yeah. No, fucking A.
having a dick is fun. It's funny.
Flops around.
We
and
get
stuff.
beards.
Flapping around like a bat.
We could pretty much look however we want, because as long as we're smiling, we look attractive. Women don't have that luxury. They got to do a lot more than just smile.
I think I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I'm talking about us 3 personally. I feel like we're pretty good looking dudes.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right,
You're
yeah,
good.
there you go.
I was just wondering if there'd be a bigger percentage of gay people if more people tried
To be gay?
sex with their own sex. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of guys just aren't going to try it. And who knows? Maybe they'd fucking love it.
Oh, well, I bet a lot of gay people would be straight if they just tried to be straight. What?
Well, no. It's not trying to be straight. It's just trying
Trying
sex
it out.
with- yeah. Like, what if you just, maybe you like dicks and you never tried to like dicks before?
I know I don't, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Right?
There's an Icelandic dish that's just fermented shark, and it's called harkarl.
Yeah.
And I know I don't like it, but I'm never gonna try it. I'm never gonna go to Iceland.
You might like it though. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Right, because you might try it and go, "This actually is pretty good."
No, they have to ferment it like underground because it builds up so much uric acid that you can just die.
Right, but you don't.
Damn.
So in ammonia, I was reading about.
Yeah, but you don't look into how it's made, right?
Kind of.
You just touch the dick, and then maybe you like it.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Damn. No, I can grasp where you guys
can go
are.
both ways here. I can see what's going on.
Yeah, I can grasp where you guys are getting at.
Probably shouldn't say go both ways.
No, fucking amen. I can understand what you're saying to where people won't try things that they've thought about because they're either embarrassed or in certain insecurities. Where I'm cool with people like, I don't know, be who you really want to be or who you think you are or whatever. But a lot of people won't because of societal standards or ego images and stuff like that. And I mean, everyone's just figuring themselves out, man. Everyone's figuring their own shit out and has their own preferences, fortes, and
it's like
shit like that.
I'm not gonna try it, but I'm just saying, try things.
Not my deal, man. Yeah, but no, some people have their boat floated different than others, and do whatever puts pizza on the table for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not hurting anybody else, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah. But nah, man.
More or less,
I'm all about them biddies.
Yeah. I only want people to push an agenda if it's physically harming other people, because I feel like that's the only agenda that has any fucking weight to it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, oh, your way of thinking is the way to do it? Okay, hurt someone in front of me. Become a terrorist. They're the real passion pushers. Oh, don't fuck with that fucking picket fence shit, dude. Blow up Tel Aviv again. Get rid of the Associated Press. Hummus, whatever the fuck his name is in Palestine. Get him out of there. You know what? Get the bad Israelis out too. How about all the bad guys just kill each other? I'll just chill and fucking play Mass Effect.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
You know
Trump
what I mean?
2024. We'll see you guys.
Well, isn't that the way it goes? Like,
I don't know.
It all depends on what the agenda is and what part of the country you're in or what part of the world you're in. This is leading me back to another charged statement, but like the Olympics are supposed to be happening this summer. Mm-hmm. And there's been a thing with every Olympics ever is that you're not allowed to have any political statements or protests if you're competing in the Olympics. And seeing like the reaction of Americans across all social media platforms and across the news and ESPN and all that made me realize the amount of hubris that the average American has. I understand completely why every other country in the fucking world hates us.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day too. Like, why?
Because
if you look at it from a helicopter perspective,
because every country has issues that are as big as like Black Lives Matter in America. Every country has issues like that. America isn't special just because we're the biggest and we control the media. So if you're going to invite over, however many countries go to the Olympics every year, if you're going to invite all of them, you're not going to have like everybody doing their whole fucking thing. Just chill out and fucking play sports. And apparently Olympians fuck all the time.
Probably.
Have you ever read about that?
No, that sounds awesome.
When countries host the Olympics, like buy stock into like Durex and Trojan and stuff because apparently they go through, what was it, in Brazil, apparently just the United States men and women's Olympic team, but the United States Olympic teams, when they had the Olympics in Rio, and it's only like 2 weeks, but apparently in 2 weeks the United States Olympic team went through almost 10,000 condoms.
Good for them.
That's a lot of fucking. That's a lot of sucking and fucking.
Do you blame them, though?
It helps build their...
No, because you're looking at people that are the top of the top for their sport. They're ridiculous athletes. Most, if not all of them, are probably conventionally attractive in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. And a good portion of those conventionally attractive people are probably total smoke shows.
Right.
Now, you get into a gray area when it's like sex tourism, which I guarantee a lot of illegal shit happens during the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
human trafficking, drug and weapon trafficking.
So much, guaranteed.
I heard athletes like to party like motherfuckers.
They do. You just watch like post games and parades for when like the Super Bowl or the NBA championships are won.
Well, athletes also like they played football in college, so like they're like they're partying all the time. They're not practicing or playing, and they're just gonna carry that over to professional, sports or whatever.
Well, it's like what was it? Was it when the Lakers won? No. Yeah, I guess when the Lakers won, but also when the Cavaliers won, like they went through just from like the post game and then the parade. They went through like multiple gallons of Hennessy, like gallons.
Damn.
And basketball teams are only 15 players plus a coaching staff of what, like 8 guys. So you're going through gallons of brandy between like maybe 30 people.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
In like a 24-hour period.
And I bet a bunch of it got poured out.
Oh,
on
guaranteed.
accident.
For the homies.
Yeah.
It was probably poured over some guy's fucking head or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was it? When the Raptors won, that was my favorite one, actually. When the Raptors won the NBA championship, Marc Gasol, who's fucking like 6'11", 240 pounds, he's a Spanish center that plays basketball, was just like palming. Like the way that I would hold a Four Loko is the way that he holds a bottle of wine. And he was just drinking straight wine and champagne out of the bottle like the entire parade.
Because it does nothing to that guy. Because his bloodstream is like so long.
Yeah.
That it's like to even get drunk, he has to drink that whole bottle 4 times over.
Let's do food or object, bro.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. I gotta get fucking food, dude.
I'm getting super sweaty. These jorts are great, but they contain the heat. You know what I mean? Do you have that issue with these shorts?
Not particularly.
I
not
like
yet.
these shorts, by the way.
Oh,
though.
thank you, man. A lot of people hate on cargo shorts. I fucking love cargo shorts and cargo pants.
Same.
I don't have anything to put in the pockets yet, but I just like having that option.
Yeah.
All right, so
I used to go full cargo, and I would go like phone, and then back pockets are always wallet in the back left, keys in the back right. Mm-hmm. And then I would do like, loose cash or like a knife or something.
Yeah.
I like cargo shorts, but I'm not very graceful with my clothes, and whenever I get cargo shorts, I ruin them within a year.
Understood.
But
it happens. It happens. But maybe like what I would just want to tie up, it's just like societal standards, the ego, cultural differences, and stuff like that. Like all these lines are just drawn. And and especially through the media. I'm not blaming everything because I think everyone just needs to take responsibility for their own lives, be the best person you can be, regardless of what you believe in or whatever. But I think it's pushed a lot that you're different, you're unique, you're special, and yes, we're all unique, different, and whatnot. But there's no matter where you come from, what background you are, there's a lot of similarities. Like, we all need a roof over our head, food in our belly. We all need someone to love us. We all have people that care about us. We all have family.
We have the same basic needs too.
Exactly. Yeah, and if we focus more on those, and the more you travel around as a human, you really find out, like, yes, this person has different circumstances than me, but we're really we're very similar. And like we need to focus more on what we have in common than what makes us different. And the media, I feel like, especially in the last year, is blasting. If you're not this, then you're this, and stuff like that. It's like, no, there's some middle ground.
Because it's not really a different race, where it's a human race. Yeah. Right? Like,
and the thing is, it's even and
if you say that too loud, you're a bigot.
Right, don't say that.
In Great Britain,
I do.
Even if it's all just white people, they separated on class. And stuff like that. The human culture is going to segregate.
It's always separation
on things for gain and greed.
And that gives you the ethical question conundrum of the day.
What's that?
Is it better to separate people? Now, it's not good to separate people at all. But actually, before I get to this point, what's funny is us growing up, we were taught to be yourself and then accept everybody else. And now that we're older, they're saying, "Oh, stay in your lane." You know what I mean?
Um,
Like you said, if you're not this, you're this. So it's like you can't just welcome everybody because they think you have a different agenda to push. People are paranoid now.
yeah, people are different.
And now-
only the whole thing only Sith and deal in absolutes type shit.
Yeah.
That's just like, no, man.
I
I can talk to anybody about anything.
yeah.
I can talk to anyone about anything. I don't agree with you. I'll say that that's one way to look at it. But
That's the cheat code you taught me.
yeah,
Part of the problem is people don't like they are dedicated to whatever their ideas are too.
Well, also people like being responsible for their own actions, but nobody wants to be accountable for their consequences. You know,
yep.
right.
they believe so well, and I can mention people that we are friends with that fit both sides of the bill. That, like, you can't even ask why they feel the way they feel, because in their heart of hearts, they feel like it's not even something to be discussed. It's like a moral thing. And they just feel morally superior.
The fact that you're even asking me is challenging me to where it's just like they're
Yeah.
offended. And it's like, whoa,
Because
like,
more often than not, you'll find that they have no defense for what they're
No,
actually.
they don't. It's all ad hominems, man. They attack your character. They attack your... I have a big fat dumper. They attack that every now and then.
Yeah.
My thunder thighs, my strong calves.
I know. Well,
I don't
people
know. I just think people should stop. Just shut the fuck up for a while. Like, honestly, like everybody should just. And it all feel like it happened way too quick. This whole politicizing everything, and I hate people that are like, "Well, everything's always been about." But no, it hasn't always been about politics. Because, like, I remember growing up where, you know, we didn't exclude people from family functions because somebody was a Democrat and someone was a Republican, but now that's a common thing now.
Yep.
At least in my family. Like, I have family members that are so staunchly Republican that they can't even be around, like...
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen at some point.
It's been pushed hard this last, like, decade.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like, since Trump... And it didn't... That's the thing, too, is it didn't have to be like that. He could have... He wasn't going to be a great president. But he could have at least been...
Not what he was, as far as, like...
Honestly, like...
Professional, represent your
Exactly.
job well. And,
Like-
he could have done his things, but if he was way less of a dumbass...
He wasn't the first president to be a dick, but they had
Right.
tact, you know?
He was also, like, openly a dick.
Yeah,
in a
like
lot of ways.
H.W. Bush wasn't the kindest guy.
It really just brought out the extremes of both sides are fucking,
Mm-hmm.
like...
I guess he wasn't that great either, H.W., but...
Well, none of them are that
We need
great.
another military president.
Yeah, you're right.
Or like a fucking... Somebody that's just...
We need Shaq.
Bernie Sanders was the people's choice. The
The
system didn't want
the
Bernie
system
Sanders.
fucked him 3 times.
Yeah, the system didn't want Bernie Sanders. The people wanted Bernie Sanders. The system didn't want him.
And that's why I refused to vote, because...
Clearly,
he's-
they don't listen to what people actually want, first of all.
No.
Democratic process is
That's
not
the thing, too, is I don't even care about
democratic.
his... The thing I like about Bernie, and we're going to get to food or object eventually, the thing I like about Bernie is that he was on the right side of history since he started.
He was consistent.
Yes, like I said, I mean, within the past few years, Joe Biden has been racist openly. And people just don't give a shit because he's blue and not red.
Yep.
Well,
you know?
that's really the only reason people voted for him.
Right.
I'm not all Bernie Sanders either. I would majority agree with him, but I'm not all for.
I'm more
free speech.
UBC instead of UBI, you know?
I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't know what those I don't know what those acronyms stand for. But
Universal Basic Chips.
okay. I'm not for everything being free. I feel as though there's certain aspects that need to be learned, but I feel as though if just taxes were used to benefit more middle class,
It doesn't
people,
matter. All you got to do is tell the people where their tax money is going.
There you go.
That's all you got to do.
There you
And
go.
this is the thing that's going to make me sound like an asshole, but the one thing that I did like about Trump was that he didn't lie when he said America first.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I'm not digging about Biden right now, like especially with all the fucking stimulus packages, is like they're sending out more money outside of the country than they're keeping in here. And I understand. I think America has a responsibility because we dip our fingers in fucking everything.
Yeah.
And we're everywhere.
We take from
we
a lot
have more
places.
military bases than states. Like,
yeah. That's what I mean. We take from a lot of places.
So I don't. It's not that I don't think that we should help out, but like, man,
it's a lot.
The only thing
it's just too complex of a topic.
Yeah, you're fine. The only thing that
I'm drunk.
You're good.
So
buzzing. The only thing positive that I got out of the Trump administration was the Jeffrey Epstein bust. But the thing is, he is in on it, and there's so many different like just rogue agencies of in politics that are in on it, to where he was just the fall guy, and it's kind of like just
it's probably
a coin got flipped and a side got exposed that a lot of people didn't want to see, and this was being talked about like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, everybody always believed that the government was like full of shit and all this shit, but I think he did well, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he definitely like opened up the door and showed people how fucked up some of the shit is too.
To where that part I agree, as in how he represented our country and stuff. I believe you should have a political or a professional manner about you, because your job is very important and you're representing a country.
Yeah, no shit.
And that's the only part.
That's a no-brainer, though. I always thought that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, it isn't though, unfortunately.
Right.
It isn't. And it's just like, so
be respectable be a respectable person if you're going to be the president.
Yeah. To where I voted elsewise just because I didn't like him anymore. But I'm not all for Biden either.
It definitely stained the like the mystique of presidency in a way.
Yeah.
Because when you think of a president, you think they're the like representing the country. They're the like gold standard, sort of what we voted, what the people want. I don't know that was necessarily the case. And it's, I can't say people didn't want Donald Trump, because obviously they did.
Yeah.
It's just that's unavoidable. Problem is, why did people want Donald Trump? And there are good motivations for some people why they wanted him in there. There's also people that just don't. There's also people that wanted him in there because they thought he was going to change things for the better. I didn't believe that was going to be the case. There's still people that believe that he did. So I don't know. It's a fucked up situation.
It's I mean, he's a salesman. He did, I feel like, dupe a lot of people, and like if you get a lot of the lower or middle class for you, then I feel like he tricked a lot of people. Because like if you're not making more than $200,000 a year, you're kind of voting against your interests, because like your Medicare is going to get cut, your food stamps, your social programs, all these things, Social Security, all these things are going to get cut, which supported a lot of people who are in lower class or middle class, people who are just scraping by, and it seems like those were like, just from the outside looking in, those were his biggest supporters. It's like you guys are you got to pay attention to these type of things. Like,
that was part of it, was that they didn't necessarily pay the attention they should have to certain things.
And when a political party involves God into things, it's just like it's just fishy, man.
It also gets weird when when the American flag becomes like the Trump flag, like that starts to get a little weird.
Yeah.
When people start going, well, actually that represents Donald Trump, and you go, what? No. That's not what that represents, though.
No, American is like, no matter what side you're on, I respect your decision to choose, because that's like what that is what America is all about. Yeah. And whether I agree with you or not, that's your freedom as an American to think the way you do. But I respect that.
I just want you to have a reason you believe what you believe, and and also don't be like dug in on your beliefs, because something can come along and tell you that actually isn't real, and you have to be able to adjust.
Yeah. Aliens are exposed. What happens to your religion now?
God actually created the aliens, actually.
Yeah. He made those and then he sent them off.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
They're angels.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it is God.
Yeah.
Maybe the aliens are God.
Yeah, no, probably. I don't know. It's weird. That's just a hypothetical situation. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
But they have been releasing more and more UFO shit, which is kind of funny.
that is
It's
fucking,
fun. It's
yeah.
fun to get high and think about. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
But enough about that shit.
I'm drunk, so I kind of checked out.
Well, shit, yeah, we've almost done 3 hours anyway.
Yeah.
I think we've done 3 hours.
What is this food or object thing you're talking about?
Well, I don't know.
What is
Shit.
this?
Let's see. So, we're going to give you food.
Okay.
We're going to give you an object, right?
Okay.
You're going to pick one. The other one's going to disappear forever.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do Altoids versus wall clocks.
Oh, wall clocks. I don't even fuck with Altoids anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I don't really have Altoids enough.
Yeah.
We used
I
to
don't
be.
know-
We used to be big on Altoids, though.
I chew gum. more
Should you
than
just do
Altoids.
all breath mints?
Nah, it's like, well, that's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, it's kind of like if I say Kleenex or something.
Can I
Yeah,
still
you know.
chew gum?
Sure.
Yeah. Then fuck Altoids.
Yeah, you're right.
I do like a nice breath mint, though. But
Yeah.
I feel like I
they
would
were
be
bigger
able
back
to-
in the day.
I mean,
They're
also, it's like
containers.
I could adapt without a wall clock. You know, you could do digital clocks, but
Well, like, what if your wall clock is digital?
is it worth getting rid of the wall clocks for just for Altoids? You know, that's the real question.
No.
So I would say I'm gonna stick with the clock.
Okay.
All right, so we got that.
That's a good one.
Beans versus sliding glass doors.
And this is all kinds of beans, right?
Yo,
Yeah, just beans.
I'm keeping beans.
We're keeping beans.
We're
we
keeping
we
beans.
talked about beans way too much.
Fuck a sliding glass door.
I think
I walk
that's
into
true.
them shits way too much. Fuck.
You know what you can do with a sliding glass door? Is just make it a door,
Yeah, you could, but it's
like
also
a
not.
normal glass door.
The thing is, it doesn't know if it wants to be a window or a door. You know what I mean? So it's like both. It's like a hybrid door window situation.
Screen doors still count. You
They're
can do
nice,
a sliding
though.
screen door.
There you go. There
I
you go.
don't know. I like it. I like being able to see stuff outside. But you'd have to have like a bay window or something instead. But then you don't get to go out. You don't have the door. I don't know. I'll take the beans, I guess. I like tacos.
Yeah.
I like pinto beans.
Fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Andes mints
Andy's
versus-
candies.
versus paper bags. The Andes mints, like the ones with
The chocolate and mint.
I don't use paper bags that much.
I
Honestly.
do.
Now we have to because
Yeah.
I
Plastic
do
is like-
use paper bags almost exclusively.
Yeah,
I would choose paper bags.
I don't need
because-
Andes mints.
Yeah. Fuck them.
I don't need them at all. I'm more
Andes
inclined
candies-
to need paper bag than Andes mints.
The only time I want Andy's mint.
Well, this is the thing. So this is the thing, though, is that your food is specific and your object is very vague.
Right. What are you gonna do about it?
I paper bags. I pick paper bags.
I pick paper bags as well.
Want to know why I pick paper bags?
Because they're convenient.
That, but also, well, you've seen my living room where I don't know.
It's all paper.
Someone's
It's all
seen it.
paper bags, and I just use my paper bags as mini garbage cans because they can stand up on their own. And then when they're full, I fucking roll them up and I throw them in a regular garbage bag.
As
okay.
a person who's pro environment, I kind of miss the grocery plastic bags because I would use them in my mini trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of miss them.
Every trash can I have at work is a mini one,
Mm-hmm.
except for like the big ones, which we don't use bags for.
Yep.
So we gotta have the plastic bags. We never do. It's bullshit, and that pisses me off because people just throw bloody shit into a trash can.
Jeez,
And I don't want
hope
that.
not. Jeez.
So yeah, those are the ones I have. I don't have any more yet.
Okay.
I usually do 3 an episode, but we've been neglecting
All
that.
right, here's 2 food items. If you had to choose between bacon or donuts for the rest of your life, what would it be?
We can only have one or the other.
It's bacon.
It's bacon.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Sure.
Because I like every dish that I've had bacon in,
Right.
and I only like one kind of donut, and it's a headlight, and you can only get them here anyway. So
Well, I don't mind
I'm
other
full
types of
bacon.
donuts,
I don't
but-
fuck with literally any other donut. Don't fuck with it all.
Do you know the difference between a headlight and a taillight donut?
What's it?
The
Taylor?
headlight has lemon frosting, and the taillight has raspberry or strawberry frosting.
What about the ones that's chocolate with vanilla frosting?
That's a great question. Actually, I don't know.
That's a middle light.
It's a fog light. It's a fog light.
Yeah.
I like those ones.
I like the Boston cream though, man.
Nope. No.
Strawberry frosted.
Well, this is the other thing too.
What about eclairs?
Okay, now we're talking.
I mean, not my favorite.
But this is the thing: is that I don't ever get donuts from places like that are homemade.
Yeah, you want homemade.
Like I only
bacon.
ever get donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
Bacon or breakfast sausage, one or the other.
Dude, fuck you, because you know
It's
that
bacon.
this is
It's
something
still
I
bacon.
struggle with. But I have to go with breakfast sausage.
It's incorrect.
As of recently,
Bacon for me.
Dude, there's just something I love about sausage patties.
I don't blame you.
I get it.
I like them, just not all the time. I'm more.
I like
prefer
bacon too, though. Bacon's good.
Sorry, just keep bringing it back to bacon.
No, you're good.
We game.
I'm gonna get a fucking pizza, dude.
Nice. Have you tried?
I'm getting a New York style from Pies Guys.
Oh, okay. Have you ever tried a buffalo chicken wing sub from GJP?
No.
No.
Very good. When you get the chance, give
They
it
have a
shot.
lot of shit on that menu.
Yeah, try it though. Sometime. It's very good. They got the ciabatta bread or whatever.
I like when restaurants have shit that like they mega don't have any business doing at all. Like a pizza shop that's just like, yeah, we have fucking clams or whatever.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh, I'll try some clams. Like, because they're going to talk you into it.
We got those in the back. No one really orders them, but we got them.
We got the fried monkey and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. All right.
You
Well-
guys, thank you for having me.
Thank you
It's been
for
fun.
coming.
We always talk about food, and
Yeah.
I love it because that's one of my passions in life, and I think food really brings people together.
Food does. It does more than anything, actually, if you think about
I
it.
think that like primary should just be cooking shows.
Yes.
Yeah. And we also should do the McDonald's challenge, though,
No,
for sure.
well, if we share it, yeah.
Can't share it. You gotta do
Yo,
it separately.
imagine a presidential debate where like Martha Stewart's like, "All right, while you're cooking this meal, well, tell us about yourself," and then he's just burning shit. He's like, "Oh
Yeah,
fuck!"
he's slicing his fingers off and shit.
I think that honestly more entertaining because it is just a reality TV show now.
Yeah, and it's fucking bullshit. And you don't even actually get to. They just talk over each other and yell and shit.
Yep. My sausage is better.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Shit. Just don't worry about other people's sausage, dude. Worry about your own sausage.
Keep it in your pants. Don't shove your sausage down other people's throats.
Exactly. And that is what you've learned from this 3 hours, my friends.
Much love. Peace
Yeah.
be with you.
Go out and be nice to somebody. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah. Go talk to a stranger, but not like a creepy one. Just go like
Or don't. Right?
Or don't.
Just go out there and just do your own thing.
stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Literally, dude, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, but people don't do that even driving, like
Well,
actually driving. They're
Stay
fucking
in your
stupid.
lane, but have like the bubble wand out your window every once in a while when you're at a stoplight.
Spread
Make
some
someone
joy.
smile.
Spread
Yeah.
some joy.
Someone did that the other day, and it literally made me geek my balls
Yeah,
off.
that's pretty
It was
cool,
so
though.
funny. It was so funny. I'm gonna buy a bubble wand just to do that.
Plus, bubbles are like naturally multicolored. They're like rainbow, so it includes everybody. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Or listening, or whatever you're doing. It's been a little while, so
it's been like 2 months.
we're gonna try and. We keep saying it, but we want to try and get into a pattern. I put out a couple videos. I did some gameplay videos. I started playing some VR games and shit. I got another one that I can put out eventually at some point.
Yeah, I want to. I got to get my wired controller back from Vinny, which means I'm not.
You're fucked. It's over.
Yeah. So like, I want to start playing emulators again.
Yeah.
Before I go, I wanted to tell you guys my brother Cass. He's been working on a music project with
Yes.
John Mooch, and they're in this band's called Rasputin, more of the metal style, and they're going to be releasing music as well as music videos soon.
Very soon,
You
from
should
what I've
definitely get
seen.
them on your show. Check them out.
I would definitely do that. Yeah.
Dude,
Cass, I think, has our most screen time out of everybody.
Oh yeah,
No
just
shit.
from one podcast.
His first episode was like 8 hours long.
What?
Yeah, it was like four 2-hour parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
him
it
talking
was
about his trip?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's badass, man. That's badass.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and well, shit. Anybody who's fucking listening, go look them up. Rasputin.
Check it out.
I've seen some previews and stuff. It sounds really cool so far. So
I'm excited.
yeah, me too. I'm always excited when somebody's playing badass metal around here. So
Hell yeah, man.
yeah, shout out to those guys.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see you guys in maybe a couple weeks. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe we'll see you in fucking 3 years. I don't know. Shit. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon. ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.